Doing. Okay, then let's just kick it off with the first big topic. I don't know if you've heard about this little film. Not many people know about it. It's a small, tiny film called Avengers Doomsday, which has just revealed its second teaser trailer a couple of hours ago.
What was that the D23 thing?
Yeah.
Or, am I saying it correctly? Yeah, I did see that. Yeah, I wasn't hyped for Avengers. I'm gonna be honest with you. And then I seen that teaser trailer, the new one they put out. I'm like, okay, they've got me. This looks very interesting.
Oh, look, they got me a long time ago. Like, I've always been hyped for this film.
It was mainly Doom. I don't know how they're gonna do Doom. I don't know. You see some of his powers on display, like him just jumping out of that window. I don't know if that's Avengers Towers. I'm not sure. And then him like summoning the Sentinels at the end. That's cool.
Yeah, so the trailer's like Doom on his throne, just aura farming on the throne. Got the creepy Marvel logo popping up, and then you got Magneto looking very bruised. He does seem to be in the same room as Steve Rogers. And they do appear to be listening to Sue Storm talking about Doom.
Yeah, like what did you do, Doom? What did you do, Victor? What did Victor do? I'm curious now. What did he do? I have no idea.
So yeah, there's like an image, like an illustration. It's giving me Attack on Titan, the book Frida showed Historia as a kid.
Oh
It's like
yeah.
a little boy and a lady. It's giving that vibe. I'm not too sure what's going on there, but I'm guessing that the kid is Doom, and maybe the lady is like his mom or aunt or older sister. That's the vibe I'm getting, just looking at it.
Yeah, I don't really know much about Doom, but that could be him, and that could be his mum, and that
Yeah.
could be his castle in the background. And then I think he's just lost everything. Potentially, I'm not sure.
Adita says, "Did you see Doom Witches in the trailer?" There, I
There's,
don't think I saw
I didn't
that.
see that.
Oh,
I didn't see
I
that.
mean, I'll play the trailer again, so we might end up talking about it. But the next scene is Shang-Chi with Shuri and is it M'Baku and Namora right behind him.
Hmm.
And I think on the left, it's the fake Captain America guy.
Wow, he is a new Captain America, the Falcon.
No, not the Falcon, the other one. Nah, from the Falcon and the
Is
Winter
that not?
Soldier.
Oh, is that not Falcon?
No, the other guy who killed that guy in the TV show. He was the
Yeah, I know who
Captain.
you're talking
Yeah,
about.
him. Yeah.
Yeah, but that looks like Falcon, no?
I thought it was the fake one. Like judging by the outfit.
Uh, Oh, because I was judging it by the outfit as
Yeah,
well.
because the shield is different.
He's not holding it. Is he holding a shield? I can't see. It's
Yeah,
so dark. I don't know if he is holding a shield.
like on my monitor, he's like holding a
Uh,
shield.
yeah, that's Kurt Russell's son.
Kurt Russell's son. That's it. Yeah, that
Isn't
guy.
that crazy?
Yeah, bargain being Captain America. They called him in the movie Thunderbolts.
Yikes.
Yeah,
Yikes.
but then the
What's he
next.
doing with these group of people?
Yeah,
Yikes. Where's the real Captain America?
where's Falcon?
Why isn't he standing there?
Yeah, I don't know what's he doing, but The next scene we have Thor, and he looks so stressed. Bro looks stressed. You know, I've never seen this guy stressed before.
This could be after his fight with Doom. And he's like, oh yeah, I'm out of my depth here, is what I'm guessing.
And then the next scene we have like a panning down shot of Doom. He's got an interesting thing on his chest. It's like a mini shield with a red like stone inside. I don't know what that's all about. It could be just for decoration.
It could be for decorations. I don't think they're going to be doing the Infinity Stones for this one.
I wasn't thinking these stones, but something else, you know. I'm just trying to think of the original Fantastic Four from 2005 and remembering, did he have any like items in that movie? I can't quite remember. But regardless, we see a destroyed city. People online are saying this is New York City being destroyed.
Mondani, fix this, please.
Please, Mandami.
Fix these potholes.
Oh gosh. Adita says at 0:37 seconds you can see his followers in the background. One of them is rumored to be Doctor Strange.
I remember
I
seeing
did
stuff
see
like
this.
that.
I can't see the followers in this. Okay, yeah, okay, I see it. There's someone with a cloak. People are theorizing it's gonna be Scarlet Witch and Doctor Strange on his side. You know.
I think it makes more sense for Scarlet Witch than it is to be Doctor Strange, because the last we saw Doctor Strange, he had a third eye, whatever the hell that means.
Mm-hmm.
But then we do know from that Doctor Strange film is that there are different versions of Doctor Strange. There's like different variants, and then there is like an evil Doctor Strange or something like that. So
That is very true indeed. I mean, in the What If TV show, there is like a Dark Strange. I never saw it, but I did see the clips online.
And if you're going to be calling them witches, like, why not have every single magical character? Like, why isn't Ned Lee in this? You know, he's a sorcerer technically.
That is
He
true.
can teleport.
That is very true.
Portal.
Who knows? But yeah, New York City is destroyed. I think I know what this scene is. I think, what's his name? Ian McKellen kind of revealed this a couple of months ago. I don't know if you've heard. He kind of spoiled something that he was, you know.
Yeah,
in the
I
movie.
remember him saying that on the talk show.
Yeah. So I think this is his doing. But a lot of people online are saying this is Toby's universe. So I'm not too sure what's you know, what that's all about.
I hope the issue I have with it being Toby's universe is that it doesn't look like Tony's universe in terms of obviously it's destroyed here, but I'm talking about how how cartoonish it looks, if that makes sense. Like like when you look at the Sam Raimi films, you can actually feel like the city, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah.
Like regardless of the destruction what you're seeing right now, there is like it's more MCU-fied, if anything.
Yeah.
So it doesn't fit the Sam Raimi universe and whatnot. So if this is Peter's or Tobey Maguire's universe, then that would suck.
Adita also says in Secret Wars comic, Doctor Strange is Doom's right-hand man, and in the leak image, one of his followers had a third eye on the mask, so it makes sense it is Doctor Strange.
Oh,
Interesting.
Possibly. So that's our Doctor Strange, then, is what you're saying.
That's what they're saying. That could be interesting indeed. But then we have Pedro Pascal's Mr. Fantastic being like, Doom, what did you do? Or something like that. What does he actually say? Did you do this? I don't know.
What did he, yeah.
When Doom opened his eyes, I was thinking, is that Robert Downey Jr.? He kind of looks like...
I think it is, dude, yeah.
Who was the guy who played Magneto in First Class and Days of Future Past? Michael Fassbender.
You're thinking it... Yeah, you think it's him?
I thought that was him at first. It has similar eyes. Like, he's got similar eyes to younger Magneto. That was like a thought that I had, but it's a silly theory. I don't think it's him. And then you
No,
have
because he's already playing Magneto, right?
true. Then you've got Scott Lang and his daughter Cassie. Like, it's in a very emotional scene. And then you have I called him Eddie because he's from Stranger Things. What's his name in real life? Joseph Quinn's character, Johnny Storm, and his nephew that Doom is after.
Yeah, that's Invisible Woman's son.
Then you've got Patrick Stewart's Professor X. He's looking serious, and Ian McKellen's in the. I thought he was in the river at first, but no, he's not.
Yeah, you know what? Professor X is our Sean B in the MC universe, the
Yeah.
X-Men universe. He's always dying.
Biggest surprise for Adita was in Doomsday is if Professor X survives because he always dies. Yeah, he does always die. Magneto is crying. I don't know what that's all about. Steve Rogers is looking at his kid. Then you've got daughter's Thor's daughter from the end of Love and Thunder. And don't know what's going on there. You got Loki.
It's some more of this might be my final battle. I have to leave you or something.
Probably.
That's what I could imagine them saying.
Then you've got Shuri is with the girl from Thunderbolts. I see her behind her, and I think that's the Wasp. Is that the Wasp? Or is that... I can't quite tell who that is.
Is it Arrow Girl? Is that Cassie? Or it could be Wasp.
I don't think that's Cassie. Cassie's blonde. I'm not too sure. But then you've got Cyclops doing his
that
thing.
Black Panther suit looks awesome though. What the hell?
Yeah.
James Marston as well. Yo, looks sick.
Let's hope he's going to be redeemed. And then out popping from this building, it's like a spaceship. We have Doom. Like Doom just came charging. What is that thing on his it's like a chain tied to like an amulet thing.
I think it's just his costume.
It's so like visible. It's
Yeah.
like it's just there. And then you have Pedro Pascal.
It gives me like the old military look from like the Civil War era, like before this like modern technology of like World War One and World War Two. But the uniforms back in the past where it's like swords and shields, they would have that sort of medallion going around to the shoulder type look.
George Washing Machine is excited for Loki. Loki has the best character arc, second to Tony in his opinion.
I agree with someone here hasn't seen a Loki TV show.
I've never seen season 2. I didn't like season 1. I was so
Season 2
underwhelmed
is
by it.
so much better.
I watched
But the only issue.
I watched the first 2 episodes of
issue-
it and didn't like it. But what were we gonna say?
The only issue with season 2 is that it has Kang in it.
Ah dear.
That's the only issue.
Did you see the Jonathan Majors new movie with Ben Shapiro?
Yes,
The
yes.
trailer.
What a sellout.
Golly.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't that long ago he was working with Michael B. Jordan on the Creed movies, I think.
Yeah, Creed 3.
And now he's...
Gave him a second chance and everything, and then he just ruined it.
Damn. Oh dear. But Pedro Pascal is like, did you do this to Doom? Did you do this? What did Doom do? And then there's like a shadow. I don't know what... Oh, that's 4. Never mind. Okay. I thought there was like some sort of statue coming to life, but it's just 4.
Yo, what is that statue though?
Yeah. It looked like a Greek... It's like... I don't know. Like... It's like one of those... It's giving me Odyssey vibes,
Right, it could be Zeus, could be Hercules,
Maybe
I don't know.
he's restored Asgard in space, Maybe he's back there again.
Right.
But yeah, 4 is confronting Doom. We've seen this before. And he's like, you'll beg for hell before long, I grant it. You will beg for hell long before I grant it. Then he charges to him, and then Doom's just glaring at him. At least we get to see more of this entire sequence in the trailer. Like,
Yes.
it looks like a
I think
church. It's giving me a
is this
church.
is this the opening scene? You think?
I think this is gonna happen like in the first 10 minutes, a bit like Infinity War,
With Hulk and Thanos.
pretty much. Adita says when Doom comes out of the building, he has only one amulet, but later in foreseen, he has two amulets. Maybe it has to do with something with his powers, or I am thinking too much.
No, he's right. He's right because in this, that
You do
look,
see it,
right here too.
yeah.
He has two, but when he jumped out the window, it's two different scenes. They're not linked together. And maybe it is a source of his power. I'm not sure.
Possibly. But yeah, he blasts far away, and then he's like, hell answers to me. And then bro's just like rising. What is that? Like, I thought they were the Sentinels from
They are
X-Men.
Sentinels.
Sentinels, that's
They,
it.
they are Sentinels.
From X-Men Days of Future Past, I think.
That the specific design, I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah.
I think the Sentinels from Days of Future Past were more see-through. Like you could see like,
Oh, yeah.
but these are more like comic accurate, like the color design and everything.
Yeah.
And these were heavily featured in like the X-Men animated TV show, like the first season of it,
Oh.
which is awesome.
Notice his design, his amulets, they're different. One of them is like a star, and the other one is a cross. Very different.
Yeah.
So, what's going on there?
And it's different design this time because the first time we saw it was going over his shoulder. Now it's going straight across his chest.
Yeah. I have no idea what that's all about, but that is the end of the trailer. That was the last
Hype.
scene. Very, very, very hype. This could be movie of the year if it delivers. You know.
Dude, these Sentinels are mutant killers, bro. It's just so hype. We haven't seen like a good incorporation of them in the movies yet.
Yeah. I mean, I like the Sentinels in Days of Future. I thought they were creepy.
They were
and
cool, but we've never seen much of them.
True.
We never see them in action.
That was true.
Well,
That
I mean,
was
in
true.
the opening we did, but it was like 5 minutes, which is nothing.
That is true. That is very true. But yeah, that is that. So overall, trailer is hype, and I can't wait for it.
Oi.
Hype, hype, hype indeed. But as well as the trailer, of course, we see the X-Men in this trailer, and at the same time this trailer got released, the X-Men casting were all announced. So let's have a look at these guys and gals and hear your thoughts on them. So let's get this up. So first off, Kit Connor will be playing Cyclops. What do you think of this casting?
What has he done before?
I have no
'Cause I
idea.
thought-
Never seen this
I thought
guy
it was going
before.
to be the guy from The Long Walk, but people were upset that it was going to be him when it was just like a theory.
Okay,
And then
he
they just
was.
went with a different route.
Yeah, he was in Ready Player One. He was in The Wild Robot, Heartstopper, the TV series, Rocket Man, Get Santa. I don't know who this guy is, but
I've seen most of those films you've mentioned. I don't recognize him.
he's probably like a background character or secondary
Yeah,
character.
probably. Yeah.
He's a British actor. I don't know. I don't know much about this dude, but it's cool. You know, I'll be honest. I'm not like the biggest Cyclops fan because I feel like I only know him from the original X-Men movies, and he was very this jealous guy. You know, like I can't stand Wolverine. Blah blah blah. You know.
The love triangle. People are sick and tired of this love triangle
Yeah.
between him, Jean Grey, and Wolverine.
Yeah, I couldn't
But
stand
hopefully
it.
they won't do it this time. 'Cause
Yeah,
I don't think we will have a Wolverine this time.
I think they're gonna hide it and reveal it. You know, it's gonna be like the big surprise of the film, I think. But then next up, Indy Navarrete from Obsession will be Rogue in this movie. This was like the big one.
Which is interesting because they had somebody else lined up.
Yeah,
And then last minute just replaced it with her.
I I'm actually like, okay, that's cool. You know, again, Rogue as a character, I just don't have much opinions on her. The only times I remember her was from the original
The old
X-Men
X-Men
movies.
films,
She was
yeah,
Anna
not a
Paquin's
good character.
character. She was like
Yeah,
the main character in the first movie, but she kind of was side pushed to the side in the other
she's
movies.
more colorful in the actual X-Men 1993 show.
There were people who wanted Indy to be Mystique because Mystique is, I think, because Mystique is kind of creepy and Indy's performance in Obsession is very creepy, so maybe that's
Ah,
why.
I've seen that film now, by the way. I've seen it last week, but I forgot to mention it.
Oh,
But I
nice,
don't think
nice.
I could say that performance is Mystique like. That's a whole other level of weirdness.
Yeah. But Mystique was kind of creepy in the original X-Men, not the Jennifer Lawrence version, but the original one was kind of creepy.
I would disagree.
From my
I mean, it was
memory.
weird. It
Yeah.
was weird, but nothing like that.
Yeah. Okay. Indy's performance in Obsession was very, over, like, insane. Adita says, "Do you think just like Thanos was collecting Infinity Stones, Doom will collect cosmic beings like Franklin Richards, Loki, and maybe Wanda, etc.?"
Yeah, maybe because I mean the MCU hasn't really established cosmic beings yet, but maybe they can in this film and say that that's why the witches were after Franklin, who is Lizzie Woman's daughter. I mean
Interesting.
son.
Well, I'm not too sure about that, but yeah, that does sound interesting. I don't know who Franklin is. Franklin the baby?
Yeah, he's the
Oh,
baby.
okay. Okay, that makes sense. All right. But then in the X-Men stuff, Christopher Albert will be Professor X. Um, I was a bit surprised. I'm like, oh, he looks a little younger than I thought. You know, I guess because we're so used to Patrick Stewart's X, Professor X. But then there's also James McAvoy, who was a young Professor X, so I'm not too sure. He could
Yeah,
do a good
I
job.
think it's because yeah, because they're going for like a whole new young X-Men vibes. Like I think I remember them saying something like they want it like Harry Potter, where they have the
Yeah,
school and everything, and it's like a place for mutants.
pretty much.
So them going for like a younger variant of Charles Xavier kind of makes sense. But they can't go with James McAvoy again because he's older.
Yeah, he's in his 40s now. Or, yeah, I think so, yeah. And then we have Adam Driver as Mr. Sinister, also going to be in X-Men. He looks like an evil Superman in this image. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know much of Mr. Sinister, and he's going to be in the Wolverine game as well. So I have
Yeah,
just no idea who this character is.
no idea, but it's cool that Adam
But
Driver is going to be in
I
it.
thought Adam Driver was going to be playing Magneto. That's what I thought.
No, I don't think so anymore. He's going to be Mr. Sinister.
Oh, okay.
And then we've got Samara Weaving as Emma Frost. We all know this. The
Yeah,
Margot
I think that's
Robbie lookalike.
perfect casting right there.
Yeah, looks pretty much like the comic. And then we have Maya Boyd, who will be Storm in X-Men as
I
well.
don't know what she's been in before.
Yeah, I've never seen her before, but yeah, it's cool casting. Let's hope that she
Okay.
does a good job. But that's the X-Men so far, so that's cool. Very cool indeed. Um,
Okay, I wonder what the film's going to be.
I mean, this is gonna be the first movie in like the new saga of MCU.
2028.
Yeah,
Wow,
it'll
okay.
be the first movie after Secret Wars.
Interesting. Yeah, that's after the reboot, right? The
Yeah.
Secret Wars is the reboot, yeah.
Adita says Doom does appear in Fantastic Four post-credit scene. Looking at Franklin, even Galactus stated that Franklin has cosmic powers. Interesting.
Oh right, yeah, yeah, because Fantastic Four was sort of wiped out from my memory, but I did forget Galactus saying that he has cosmic energy and he wants Franklin to take over
That's why
or something.
he was after him in the movie, and that's why the people
Yeah.
were like, "Give him to Galactus," and blah blah
But
blah.
also, it wasn't. We all thought it was Doctor Doom at the end of that film. It's not. It's one of the witches.
Interesting. Well, we're just gonna have to wait and see for the movie to come out in December.
Oh, and it could be Doctor Strange because he had his mask off and he wanted him to look at his third eye or something. I don't know.
Ooh, so many like, theories. So many
So,
theories. But yeah, that is Avengers Doomsday. Awesome. I suppose still on the topic of the D23, we can talk about Ahsoka Season 2's new trailer. Anakin Skywalker is returning. What did you think of the trailer? Did you see it?
I've not seen the trailer, so this is my first time seeing it.
He's going to be a Force Ghost guarding Ahsoka. I actually am like, you know what? I think I'm going to watch this. This looks more like what I wanted Star Wars to always be for TV
Why
shows.
is Anakin a Force Ghost? Are we sure he's a Force Ghost and not some hologram? Because Anakin's not dead here. Or is he dead?
Yeah, this...
No, he's not dead.
Yeah, Ahsoka
He's
is...
Darth Vader right now.
You got to remember, Ahsoka is... Oh, wow, we got a shot of Anakin doing his thing. I think it's... Ahsoka is set after the original trilogy, isn't it?
Oh, I did not know that.
Did you not watch Ahsoka Season 1?
I couldn't get into it. But I've seen the Anakin scenes.
Yeah,
Because
because...
I thought
Ahsoka-
was Clone Wars era.
Yeah, because Ahsoka... Okay, it's like after the prequels. It's like... I don't know the timeline. It could be... Because I know Ahsoka
And
appears
she must be old,
in...
then,
She
if you think
appears in
about it.
Boba Fett, the TV show. And Luke's there as well. And he's in the Return of the Jedi costume. So I think it's around... It's way after the prequels. And sometime in the original trilogy, maybe after it.
Okay, I
Yeah.
didn't know that, dude.
Yeah. I just thought that was coming up. Okay. I didn't know you didn't see that.
Yeah, because Ahsoka's mainly placed in Clone Wars being guided by Anakin.
Yeah, this whole show is like a sequel. There's gonna be flashback scenes, of course, but yeah, it's that was what the show was. It was a bit boring season 1, but I do like what season 2 is looking like.
If they lean into more Anakin, what people really want, I think people would like it. But him being a Force Ghost, does that mean he redeemed himself or something when when Darth Vader killed Palpatine or something?
I
And
mean,
now he's here as a...
He was a Force Ghost in season 1 as well. Like there was that episode where Ahsoka goes into that temple place, and then Anakin's Force Ghost appears, and then she's battling him, and then you have all those flashback scenes with.
I thought it was her hallucinating.
No, I think that really was Anakin. Because she had to connect. She was. I don't remember exactly what she did, but she connected with the Force, and then she got memories of Anakin in the past. But then she's talking to his
then
Force
she
Ghost.
sees him. Then she sees him become Darth Vader, as if it was like a new revelation to her. That's why I thought it was in between those films, but that doesn't make any sense now since it's after it.
Yeah, all this is after the. Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. I'll need to check it out because I've just my only knowledge of this show is just clips.
Oh, fair enough. You need to watch it. You just watch season 1 before season 2.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, that is Ahsoka. Very cool indeed. Dave Filoni has talked about the hunt for Solo, and they are not making it. They are not making
Thank
the
God.
hunt for Solo. So no
one gives a
more.
crap about Ben Solo, dude.
There were a lot of people, wanting this film to come out. Actually,
I have not seen a single person talk about this film.
when the leaks and rumors about a Hunt for Solo film was being cancelled, people were like, "Hey, give it to us, give it to us." But I think people's opinions have slowly changed over time. I don't really care, if I'm being honest. I never really cared for the sequels, so
That's what I don't think anyone cares, dude. It's so bad.
yeah. But yeah, that is that. That is that. So the lady who's playing Ahsoka, she is Claire from the Marvel Netflix shows.
Yeah, Daredevil.
from Daredevil, and apparently
Oh, there's Doom. You went past the Doom image.
she was what Doom? Oh, wasn't that from the trailer?
Yeah, where he has two different outfits.
Yeah, that was from the trailer.
Yeah, yeah, two different outfits.
Yeah, two different outfits. I think that's probably like at the beginning of the film. That might be towards the middle part when all the Avengers start to confront him. Maybe.
Probably to show, yeah, time's passed, so he's wearing a different outfit now. I
Yeah,
don't think we need to look too much into it.
but yeah, I I lost track of where I was. Yeah, Claire.
Marvel, Netflix, and yeah.
Claire, she got her scene cut from Spider-Man Brand New Day, which was unfortunate. It would have been cool to see her patch up Peter, like she did Daredevil in the Daredevil shows, but it is what it is.
Because there was this. Remember, there was a clip of Spider-Man that was never put into the film. It's with him getting an injection done, and he's got a Spider-Man mask on, but he's wearing like a doctor's gown, and he's in front of a bunch of kids, and he's going to show them like, hey, it's okay to have your injection taken. It's fine. It's just a needle or whatever. And then the needle broke, and that was never in the film for
Yep.
some reason.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but what can you do? To be fair, we haven't seen this lady in a long time. I think the last time we saw her was Luke Cage season 2, and that came out in like 2018. It's been a while.
Is her character important? What does she actually do? I don't remember.
She
her.
is like the Phil Coulson of the Defenders, where she's kind of in every show leading up to the Defenders. She's like, hey, I know this guy. Hey, I know that girl. Why don't you all team up? And she's kind of
she's like a fixer.
yeah.
Okay.
But then after the Defenders show, she just sort of disappears slowly into the background, and then we don't see her ever again.
Okay.
Yeah. But that's that. That is that. What shall we... Okay, on the topic of the D23, Frozen 3. Are you a big Frozen fan? Because Frozen
I
is
love it.
coming.
Yeah, big fan, dude.
Because Frozen is coming back with Frozen 3. We've been seeing some leaks of like a teaser trailer in the cinemas, and yeah, Frozen is back. There's going to be a new villain with powers, and yeah, they're going to have to battle this new villain. So Frozen fans, yeah, going to get your Frozen 3. That's coming out next year in 2027 November time. And Olaf is going to get a girlfriend as well. So good for him.
Awesome.
And still on the topic of D23, Lilo and Stitch 2. It's been confirmed as well. Well, it was confirmed a while ago, but it's officially confirmed now. And Angel is going to be in it. I don't know, this is one of the Stitch characters from the cartoons. I barely remember those cartoons, but it's coming 2028.
Yeah, now we're going off the beaten path now. Now this is like new uncharted territories of just copying the animated series. So
Yeah,
we
like-
don't know if it was... We don't know if this will be a good thing or not, but it'll be interesting to see.
It made $1 billion, so they're going to like make a lot of... Oh yeah, she was in the cartoon. Okay. But yeah, I don't really care that much for it, if I'm being honest. I don't really like the remake, if I'm being honest. I found it to be very boring.
I agree.
Did you see it?
No.
Oh.
I'm not a fan of remakes in general, to be honest with you. If the original exists, why bother, dude? It's just I see it just as a cash grab, to be honest.
That's
with you,
literally what it is. You know, all these remakes are cash grabs. The only remake that I like was probably Aladdin and The Jungle Book and maybe the Cinderella one from years ago. But apart from that, I just don't care for remakes. I thought that Beauty and the Beast one was pretty awful. But speaking of remakes, the Tangled remake is also coming out in 2020. Is it 7 or 2028? That was confirmed at the D23. Are you a big Tangled fan? You want to see these guys in real life?
Oh, big, more than Frozen.
But yeah, that's coming out in March 2028. Catherine Hahn, who was Agatha in the One Division, is going to be the villain, the evil lady person. Yeah, I don't. Tangled is another one where I just don't care much for. Like, I only like that one song sequence in the original film, and that's it. Yeah, it's just not really. So I don't really care for a live action remake. But what about you? Did you like the original Tangled when that originally came out? Did you see it when it came out? You never seen Tangled, the original one?
I've not. No.
I will say this: Frozen is better, and I'm not even joking. Frozen is better than Tangled.
Yeah, I'd agree. I think
I've
not seen it.
Yeah, you're not seen Frozen either.
No.
Oh wow. Okay. You need to catch up on
I've
those.
not seen the other one either. The ginger one.
Oh, that's Brave. That's Pixar though. That's not Disney.
Oh, okay. Not bad.
But yeah, that one is not good either, if I'm being honest. But yeah. When was the last Disney? What was the last Disney film you saw?
It was about to be. Wait, no, that's Pixar. You're on about Disney.
Like
Disney, I don't
Disney,
know.
like Walt Disney.
I don't know, dude. Oh, probably. Is it Disney? The animal one.
Zootopia.
Yeah. Is that Disney?
That's Disney.
Or is that
Disney.
Pixar?
Yeah, that's Disney.
Okay, the first one of that I've seen.
Oh, did you like that one?
Yeah, I liked it. I really liked it. I wanted to see the second one, but people are saying the second one isn't good.
I think people like the second one. I think people like the second one.
Okay.
I like it.
I enjoyed Zootopia.
I like it. I don't think it's as good as the first one though. It's a bit more predictable than the first one, but yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's the hard thing to do. Is like be original.
Yeah. So
And
you
not follow tropes.
True. So you've never seen Inside Out. You've never seen. Well, that's Pixar though, but you never seen
Disney. I've seen Inside Out.
Okay, but what about Disney?
Disney though.
So Moana,
I've not seen it.
Wreck-It Ralph.
I've seen it, but I've seen
Okay.
Zootopia was more recent.
Oh,
than Wreck-It
recent. You're
Ralph.
right. What about the second Wreck-It Ralph? Ralph Breaks the Internet.
I did not see it, but I've seen a clip of him, or is it Penelope with the princesses? I've seen that clip,
Okay.
and that's it. I never watched the film.
What about so you didn't see Frozen 2 because that was the next one that came out. What about Raya and the Last Dragon?
No, but apparently that one sucked.
Yeah, it was a little bit underwhelming, but it looked so good in the trailer. I thought it was going to be like another How to Train a Dragon type of thing, but it wasn't. And then Encanto, you not seen that one?
No, I've not.
Then what came after? 2022.
Wait, which one is that? Which is Encanto?
That was the big house with all the family. We don't talk about Bruno.
Oh, Bruno. Oh, I have seen that one. I have seen. I didn't like it though.
So
I have
that was
seen it.
that was the latest one you saw then. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay then. And then yeah, honestly, Disney 2022 they didn't do a whole lot. I think no, that was Pixar. They did a lot of Pixar films in 2022. 2023
Oh,
Wish.
I want to see the Beaver film. Is that
Hoppers.
Disney? The Beaver.
No, that's
Yes.
Pixar. That's Pixar.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
I think the latest Disney film that came out was Disney. What was the last Disney? Oh, Zootopia 2. That was the last one that came out.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like Pixar are a little
Disney
bit
is
more
slacking.
on top. Yeah, I feel like the
Yeah,
Disney are slacking. Pixar have been more on top recently. Like the Inside Out movies were great. Toy Story movies have been great. Incredibles. I know people don't like Incredibles 2, but I like that film for what it was.
It was bad.
I,
Incredibles 2
from
was,
my
but
memory,
Incredibles 1 was so high bar, you know,
yeah, that
it
one
was
was
hard to
awesome.
match up with it.
That's like probably one of the better movies. And speaking of Incredibles, the third one's confirmed. It will follow the children in a quest to prove that they can be real superheroes, and the villains will focus on the idea of how not all superheroes are good. Pretty much the
Also
first
going the
one.
boys route.
It's pretty much the first one, you know, with the
Is
villains.
Syndrome seen as a superhero?
Who's Syndrome? You mean the main villain of the first
The
one?
bad guy. Yeah, yes, I was following the first one. Are you talking about when they go to the island and test out their powers?
Yeah.
Okay, I see a different take where they're trying to help out society in general, but they kept like getting in their way more than helping them. And then they might
Okay.
become friends with a hero, but then the hero's trying to like teach them bad stuff instead, and then it turns out to be the villain.
That could be it, you know. But yeah, we've got a new still of this new movie, Incredibles 3. I'm very disappointed that the kids are still kids. Why aren't they teenagers now?
Okay. That good point, good point. But if you age them, you can never de-age them.
True. But is
And
yeah.
I do because with I'm mainly a video game guy, right? With the Uncharted series and God of War, the more your character is developed and fully fleshed out, you tend to age them. But when you age them, there's never going back, dude. And then it never works out because no one likes the new environment they're like creating and setting. It's just best to keep it safe and just keep the characters what the audience likes.
I kind of get that as well. I suppose it's kind of like Toy Story because all the toys are, you know, the same. They don't age. I know the humans do, but the humans aren't really characters. So, you know, if they were to completely change them, maybe it would put some people
It's
off.
like Woody and Buzz retiring
Yeah,
because they're too old or whatnot to move around, and then they're replaced by new toys.
yeah,
I don't think anyone would like that.
true. Is there like a animated franchise that you know where the characters have aged over time?
The
I
only
I
recent example I could think of is Avatar, but that didn't
I know
work
one.
out well.
I know one.
The Naruto?
No, I'm talking animated film franchise.
Oh, like cartoons, Western
Yeah,
cartoons.
like Incredibles. Like it.
I don't know. I can't think from
I
the top
know
of
a
my head.
big one. I know a very big obvious one. It's How to Train the Dragon. Because Hiccup is like a little
Oh,
scrawny kid in the
right.
first one, and then he's like a very tall guy in the second one. But people still like them.
That's true, yeah. But actually, and I think it's mainly the writing than more is the characters. But I just found the writing for the first film much better than the last two.
Oh,
I'm
for
not saying
How
they're
to Train
bad
the Dragon.
films.
But fans
Yes.
love the second
I
one.
know it's a
They
massive,
even
massive
say it's
franchise.
better than the first one, you know.
Yeah, the thing is, when a film is overhyped and then it sets an expectation in my head and I can't get rid of it, and then you watch it and like, that was better than the first one. And then the same thing happened with the third film, where it was overhyped and then it didn't live up to the expectation.
But yeah, I get that. Oh, Adita says in comics after Doom created Battleworld, he erased everyone's memories, made Stu Storm his wife, made Human Torch as a source of sun, and literally has police force. R4s, if it happens, it will be great.
I don't like the Sue Storm part of that. That's a bit of Cook vibes, no?
Yeah, a little bit. Um, I'm very curious. Doom is very mysterious, and I'm a little bit scared now because all these leaks about Doom, they're actually accurate. I mean, look at this. A couple of leaks that came out sometime in the past ended up being true when you compare them to the actual trailer, which is actually a little crazy.
Yeah, I remember seeing this, and I think this is one of the spoilers that I was talking about, right? Um, which could be like the end of the film. Just him summoning these sentinels and they just having like a massive fight. And I'm just so shocked that was spoiled or leaked online. It's just, yeah, I don't know what it is, but it's just recently, it's just a lot of stuff being leaked. Like even the new Spider-Man film, Into the Spider-Verse or whatever, it's been leaked as well.
I heard about it, but I
Like
haven't
for
seen anything. I've just seen the official images, but nothing leaky.
Yeah, there was like 4 minutes of Miles Morales speak with Miles Morales.
Oh, that was released in like one of the Comic-Con events. Like last year, they had like a special panel at one of those
Was
expo
it the same
events.
footage?
It was like the first 10 minutes of the movie they were shown at a special Comic-Con event, and then I think someone recorded it. So it
Oh
could
no,
be.
this is literally it's not somebody holding a camera or anything. It's not like that.
Yeah, okay. But damn. Damn, damn, damn. But yeah,
It's more like somebody's recording the screen, the animated screen, and it's more like early alpha footage, if that makes sense. It's not fully rendered or fully done.
interesting. Okay. Well, I'll try and avoid it. But taking a break from the MCU, Star Wars Starfighter has gotten some updates. I'm trying to find the post. So yeah, Ryan Gosling's going to be in it. It's going to come out next year, May 2027. That will be the next big Star Wars movie. Are you hyped for this Starfighter thing?
Dude, I'm just so annoyed with Star Wars, dude. This isn't Star Wars to me. I want to see Jedis. I want to see Siths. I want to see the Force. I want to see lightsabers.
I think
I want to see Stormtroopers.
that's what Ahsoka season 2 is going to be, I think. Like looking at the trailer. There are a lot of
Which is
lightsabers
awesome.
and
I'm
force.
happy. I'm happy. I'm happy that's existing. But when you're talking about a movie, dude,
Yeah.
this is just you could just put this in a different space setting. If anything,
Yeah, I think they should have switched
I,
it around. I think Ahsoka season 2 should have been a movie and then Starfighter should have been a TV show.
and it's going to be a smuggling film again. We've seen that in Obi-Wan, where
And
he's just smuggling Leia.
it's Sean Levy again. Oh dear. Okay. No hate on him, but I wasn't a big fan of Deadpool and Wolverine. He-
Yeah, same.
But yeah, Star Wars Starfighter is coming next year. I will watch it because it's a Star Wars movie, and I always watch Star Wars movies. Even though the Mandalorian movie was very bad, I will still watch it, you know. Okay, with that out of the way, speaking of movies, there is another big film coming out. A big one.
Dune.
Big
3.
one. No.
No? Oh
A
shit.
Game of Thrones prequel called Aegon's Conquest will be releasing in 2027. It's gonna... I'm not too sure what it's gonna be about though, but people seem to be
I think
kind of
it's
hyped.
literally that. This is the beginning or the origin story of the Targaryens invading the Seven Kingdoms, I guess, and
It
uniting
looks
them.
very interesting. Yeah, but I suppose that is a great segue into the House of the Dragon finale. Did you see that?
Dude, the first 30 minutes, I'm like, yo, this is so goated. It might be up there with like some of the best Game of Thrones episodes of all time. And then obviously it keeps going on, and then you're like, oh, okay, it's not that good, but the first 30 minutes was awesome. But yeah, what did you think of it?
I like some of the stuff that happened. I like the idea of this episode more than what I saw.
The execution is
Like,
yeah,
I like the
yeah.
idea of Rhaenyra going evil and being this ruthless queen, and I like the idea of this battle.
That's people are
happening.
saying that's book accurate Rhaenyra.
That's what I thought Rhaenyra was gonna be after the time skip in season 1. I thought she was gonna be a bit more ruthless, like Cersei. I thought she was gonna be like Cersei, but she wasn't.
Right.
But I just kind of was like, cool, okay, that's surprising, cool. But I don't know what it is about this show. I just don't really feel anything for it, and I think I know why. This show is a
Because you know the
prequel.
spoiler.
It's a prequel, and we know Rhaenyra is
You,
not the prince who was promised. We know that. It's Danny or John.
no, it's Arya.
Arya Stark is the prince that was
So
promised.
Daenerys is not a prince,
I mean, it's not in terms of
and Arya is the one that kills the Night King.
yeah, that is true. It could be Arya, but doesn't
I mean, it is. It
no,
literally is.
but
Dude.
the director of the show didn't confirm who the prince was. He himself revealed it.
But that was so. His role was so
Prince
irrelevant to the Night King, though.
that
It was so relevant.
promised. I'm trying to find where he said it. But the director literally just said who it was in a recent interview.
But
Yeah.
that's the director of House of the Dragons, not
Yeah.
Game of Thrones, and that's his interpretation.
True,
interpretation
very
of it.
true. Yeah, there it is. Ryan Condal says it's either John or Daenerys. But yeah, he's doing his own thing, now.
Yeah, he had a fallout, or George R. R. Martin had a fallout with him.
Pretty
And
much.
you could tell in the writing, some of it is just so stupid. Like the stuff with Ulf on his dragon,
Yeah.
he's like fighting both sides, and then he from like 100 miles away, he can see the high tower dude, and like target him directly and burn him. That stuff like that is so MCU writing. It's so stupid.
Yeah. I think it's probably the best episode of the season, maybe. Like, overall. Like, I am interested to see how it's gonna end, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't really care for the show, Like, there isn't a character in this show that I'm like, yeah, I like this person, Like, I feel like the closest one was probably Rhaenyra, but even in this season, I'm not really like, yeah, Rhaenyra, I'm just watching the chaos, for the sake of watching the chaos now. What about you?
I think it's weird. This show grabs me and then loses me and then grabs me again.
Yeah, I kind of feel that.
This is the best. This is the best of the season.
Yeah, I agree there. I agree. Do you
It
find
did set up interesting stuff for next season, though, like
It
the
does.
brothers reuniting,
it does?
Aemon and Aegon.
And it's like they're gonna come to King's Landing and just storm the place,
Well, first they have to find a dragon,
True,
and then they
true.
can do that.
Yeah,
And then we know about Joffrey's spoiler. We don't
Yeah.
know how true it would be, but knowing it's going to be Ryan Coogler or Coogler, he's going to change it, and that's not gonna happen.
probably. Yeah. Do you find the visual cinematography in this show to be bland and flat, or is it just me?
I think it might be you.
Because every time I watch it, I'm like, it's a bit grey here. It's not as like vibrant like compared to the original one. Compared to Game of Thrones.
I think it's meant to be. I think it's intentional. I think it's meant to
Yeah.
be like a place where you don't want to live in.
Yeah, I kind of get that. Maybe because I watched Lord of the Rings in the cinemas at the same time when season 2 came out, and I compared the way that looks to this, and I was like, I think that looked a bit better in terms of the visuals, like the cinematography. Like, there are some scenes that are a little bit too dark to see, and I'm like, okay, let me increase my contrast a little bit.
Yeah, no, you're right about that. Yeah, it's some scenes are just, it's hard to see what's happening because it's dark.
Yeah. And they do this thing where they blur out the background a lot of the times. But yeah, I just don't have much to say. I'm like, okay, so the daughter, the sister of Rhaenyra, she killed herself, and then it ends with Rhaenyra looking at the that sewing thing where she sees herself on the Iron Throne but covered in blood. What do you think that's all about? You know, you see the dragons like
They're
falling.
gonna go the Mad Queen route again, I think.
Yep.
Where she's gonna be evil, or like we just had that with Daenerys, dude. It's, it's I don't know if it was too recent with that.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, House of the Dragon. I will say that was a crazy moment with that Viking Northern guy and the High Tower man. Like that was a
I
crazy
didn't.
moment.
I found it so ridiculous how much plot armor that specific character had until the moment he dies. It's so stupid.
Yeah.
This is one of the things I hate about this show. If it's George R. Martin writing this show, he would have died with an arrow to his head while he was marching forward in front of his whole crew. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why is he up front and center? That doesn't make any sense.
It just has the issues that the later seasons of Game of Thrones have when it comes to just trying to make this feel like a very Hollywoody, stylish production. Like, hey, let's
Yeah.
have these cool moments, you know, without any good writing at all.
And to quote George R. Martin, it's like when a character is like backed into a corner, Spider-Man's not going to show up and save him. But
No.
that happens like so many times in this show. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Oh, Tevia says he is curious about Thrawn. Will he be in a movie? I'm not too sure.
What's Thrawn?
I think he's talking about the Ahsoka and Star Wars stuff.
Oh, okay. I'm
General
not too sure about
Admiral Thrawn. Because I think he was in Ahsoka season 1, and I think he's thinking that could he be in the movie. I'm not too
Okay.
sure. I don't know the timeline for Starfighter. Is that a prequel, a sequel? I don't really know anymore. But regardless, yeah. So yeah, House of the Dragon. Overall, I think the finale was fine. But man, the season was so lackluster. You know, it was so underwhelming.
And then they said he had the balls to say, "Oh, we're gonna add new characters and new dragons in this next season." You got so many characters. Use them. What is they keep shoving characters into Harrenhal when I have no use for them and waste their time. They did that with Daemon in season 2. They did it with Aemond in season 3. What? Just use the characters you have. Stop introducing new ones, please. Just do it.
Yeah, I don't like that either. Like, it's just too much. You know, at least with the original Game of Thrones, we had all these different characters, but they were all scattered across the world, so it just made it feel a little bit more interesting, in my opinion. Ryan Condal talks about the changes of the books to screens, and yeah, it's a long statement, but for me, necessarily changes in the translations for something. It's just blah blah blah. I'm gonna make the changes because it's better for the TV show adaptation, essentially.
How can you be faithful when you stopped speaking to George R. Martin
Yeah.
and saying I'm going to take the reins? That shut the hell up, dude. Also, another thing that I'm a bit confused with, right? House of the Dragons is 2 books, but the second book isn't out, and we're on season 4, which will be the final season. How much of book 1 has been done?
I
Very
have
confused by this.
no idea. I literally have no idea. Um, I'm so out of the loop with what's been adapted, what's been altered with this series, so I'm not too
Because there's
sure.
big moments at the end of the book that hasn't happened yet. But there's 2 books that are meant to happen.
Hmm.
And the season 4 is the end of book 1, I guess? I don't know.
Yeah,
No idea.
I couldn't tell you. I have no idea. But yeah, it looks like it could end up being pretty bad, like the original Game of Thrones.
Objectively, if you look at the whole show as a whole, it's a 5 out of 10. series, House of the Dragon?
I'd give
Or
it a.
we just in it for the?
You'll give. I think you're being a bit nicer. I'd give it a 4 out of 10.
Is it 4 out of 10?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
it's just
season 2 was just a disaster, and even season 3, if I'm being honest.
yeah. I think we're just watching it because of like the connection to Game of Thrones, and
Pretty
that's it.
much, yeah. Pretty much. But yeah, I just don't have much to say on this show, you know. I was so lukewarm and underwhelmed by the whole thing that even though the finale had some cool moments, I just kind of wanted it to be over, if I'm being honest.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But that is House of the Dragon. Um, yeah, from one disaster to another. Did you hear about the controversy about Supergirl?
No, what happened?
Apparently, they used AI
AI for Lobo,
for
right? I
Lobo.
did see this. It's so
It
stupid.
was in like a behind the scenes video and they deleted it because I think people called them out on it. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Not a great way to promote your series, you know. I mean, not
Yeah,
series, your
just
movie. Yeah.
it's like even the pre-production was bad. If you're using AI in pre-production and then the filming process was awful, and then yeah, just I guess dog shit. Just I don't know. I don't know. You just get nothing out of it. Just using awful mechanics like AI.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just pretty bad. It's pretty bad. But yeah, Supergirl is of course a big bomb at the box office. I think we talked about it last week and why it flopped. Yeah. Um, yeah, I just feel like she's going to be a side character from now on in these DC movies. I think, especially comparing it to Spider Man, I think they're going to be like, yeah, let's just focus on the popular ones. But yeah, with Supergirl out of the way, let's move into something a little bit more interesting. We talked about House of the Dragon. Let's talk about things we've seen this week. So, what have you seen, like, in terms of the movie world, live action?
He-Man. I've
He-Man,
seen He-Man movie.
the
Awesome,
Masters
awesome
of the
film, dude.
Universe. Yep, I
Yes,
agree.
I have.
Yeah.
On Amazon Prime. You've seen it as well?
I saw it in the cinemas,
You
like
saw it in the
months ago.
cinemas?
Yeah,
Oh, I don't think
months ago.
you've not spoke about it. Oh, crap.
Did I not mention it?
No, no, you never.
Oh, I saw it ages ago in the cinemas. I thought it was
Yeah,
amazing. Yeah.
yeah, it's awesome. The soundtrack's awesome, action's awesome. Even the story is awesome, man. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
It's
It
really
the only
cool.
only thing that wasn't awesome. It was the box office.
Yeah, it was
Like,
a big bomb. I know why. I think I know why it's a
yeah,
flop, you know. He-Man is a very old IP, and it's not like an old IP like Star Wars is. It's like an old IP that never really went anywhere. It's a cartoon that
it,
it was based
yeah.
on a cartoon that I don't even think was really beloved anyway. It was kind of like, oh, that cartoon from like the 80s, that's cool. But I don't think it really captured people's attention because it's, you know,
But
it's
going
the
into it as
IP.
well, it had negative press.
What was the
There was so much
negativity?
negative Jared Leto,
Oh yeah, okay.
and but you don't even know it's him as Skullface, which
Yeah,
is it just what are we doing?
yeah. It was pretty good, you know, considering he's Jared Leto.
To be honest, he is pretty good in most of the roles he does anyway, but that's besides the point. It's like it's what he's done outside of the acting space, and him being in this film hurt it, in my opinion. I think the negative press just wasn't a good thing, and it's not what it needed. The Thundercats movie. What the hell is a Thundercats? Is that the animated Thundercats? Let me Google that. What the hell is this? This is anime, but it's not anime. It's like cartoon. Oh, this looks very interesting. What the hell?
Sorry, I think my mic went off. I didn't hear what you
Oh, I
said
hear you.
after the Jared Leto stuff.
Oh, and this film didn't need negative press. Is basically
Okay,
This is what I was
so
saying.
the comment. Bill says Marvel understood the assignment, releasing the San Diego Comic Con trailer to the masses. Tevia says stupid AI. Bill says, when will someone do a Thundercats movie? He-Man was a cartoon. I don't think a Thundercats movie will ever happen. And if it does, it will be like straight to digital. I just don't think those types of IPs are
Oh my god, we
buzzing
learned about
with.
Thundercats back in school. Or back in college, I should say. Thundercats was brought
Thundercats.
up as like one of the OG.
Oh, I
Oh
don't
my
really
god.
don't remember that. But yeah, I think it just bombed because of the IP not being very popular anymore. It's like a very outdated IP. It's a shame because the movie's great, but it is what it is. But yeah, you said you saw Obsession as another film that you saw.
I saw Obsession a week ago and I just forgot to mention it in the podcast we did. But now I'm just trying to have to go based off my memory and hoping it not failing me if we want to
Let's
like
hope.
talk about it. But
Yeah, let's hope. All right, so
I think the hype ruined it for me because I was expecting something completely different.
mhm.
I thought this film was a possession film because that's what it was presenting itself, where it's like Nikki has been taken over by this spirit or this like evil version of herself or whatnot. That's what I thought. That's what the film was presenting it as. And then in some scenes we've seen Nikki trying to escape it and break free. Like there's a cool moment where Bear calls the wish place, and it's like, "Hey, yeah, you can speak with Nikki. Here she is." And it's just Nikki screaming back on the phone. That was sick. I thought we were gonna get more stuff like that, but we never did. And then I remember comments from the director saying that this film isn't a a possession film. And I'm like, oh, okay, well that's even more disappointing because that's what I thought it was. But if you can't get your whole narrative across with this film, and then say it's not a possession film when it's presented as one, I'm gonna have to notch this film down a few points.
Fair
And then
enough.
there was some moments, and then there was some moments where, okay, the wish is specifically, I want this character to love me. This is the opposite of love if I've ever seen it. This is just weird, if anything. And yeah, I don't know, man. It's just it's like, why are you doing these weird creep? Why are you digging up his dead cat? Why are you doing that? Why are you just standing still at the door? Why are you doing all these weird things? How is that love? That doesn't make any sense.
I think it's because it's the thing that's controlling Nikki is some sort of demon that doesn't understand.
It's not. It's not a possession film. It's not. It's not a demon. That's what the director said. But when you watch it for the first time, that's what it's presented as a possession film, but it's not. It's not a demon.
What do you think it is?
It's Nikki. It's literally just the two sides of Nikki. That's what the director says. It's the normal Nikki, and then her brain switching over to all love mode or whatnot.
Yeah, it's like what the wish did is it's almost like it's forcing Nikki to love Bear, but she doesn't have any control over what she's doing essentially. If that makes
And if
sense.
it is just, but the wish wasn't, oh yeah, I want you to traumatize me in every waking moment. I don't remember that part of the wish being mentioned, but that's what was happening. majority of the time, which doesn't make any sense. Like, why are you cooking his dead cat and keep giving him to Lena Simon? Why?
Yeah.
What purpose is that? Where's the love in that? Doesn't make any sense.
I think it's because whatever is happening to Nikki, I think it's the wish is making Nikki think that, hey, Bear loved the cat. Let me give. It's almost very twisted, but I get what the director was going for that scene. You know, it's
So, oh, because he loved the cat so much,
yeah,
he's gonna have to eat it and digest it and probably
yeah,
kill him.
yeah, pretty much, pretty
He should
much.
have just wished for $1 billion.
Yeah, I thought
That
Bear
moment
was.
was so good.
I thought Bear was very
I love
silly
the
with
ending.
that wish.
I did love. I did love the ending as well. Yeah, no, Bear is the bad guy in this film. Don't
Yeah.
get me wrong. I saw it. This guy is messed up. He's
Yeah,
very selfish. I do like that part of the film, or aspects of the film. And then the ending scene where he's trying to kill himself. It's very almost Romeo and Juliet. And then she breaks the spell. No, not the stick. She breaks the stick, and then her wish was she wants Bear to love her. And my question is he going to be digging up dead dogs or like feeding her dad that has cancer or whatever to her or something? Like, what is this interpretation of love? I don't get it. But no, he dies because he's taken those suicide tablets.
Bill says, has nobody seen End of Oak Street yet? I'm gonna see that on Monday, so I'll get my
End
thoughts.
of Oak Street.
And then he says that yes,
But
the actress is gonna play Rogue in X-Men D23 revealed. Yep, Indy Navarrete.
oh right, this film I was put off by it because of the AI dog podcast.
The Who?
Yeah, exactly. So Warner Brothers released an AI dog podcast for this film as marketing because this film has dogs in it doing stunts or whatnot, and then they had these AI dogs talk about the stuff that they had to do in the film, and yeah, it's just what a stupid thing to put out to promote this film. I'm surprised you've not heard about this.
Can you hear me now? Am I on mute? Was I on
Oh, so I
mute?
can hear you now. Yeah, yeah, you are muted. Yeah, I don't know what you said. The
I
dog,
s-
AI dogs.
Yeah, I was
That's what
talking.
we said.
Yeah, I was talking about what is your score for Obsession overall?
Oh, it's a good film. Don't get me wrong. It is a good film. I would give it an 8 out of 10,
That's not a bad
which is
score.
a solid score.
I think because
I liked
yeah,
it.
you feel like the hype was going to be a lot more than what
Hype,
before. Yeah,
hype ruined it for me.
because
Yeah.
I watched this film before the hype really kicked in, you know. So I just went in blind. I had no idea what it's about, and I think I enjoyed it
It
for what
it's
it
a
was.
very artsy film as well.
Yeah, I like
I
these types
must
of
say.
films. Yeah, they should make more of these.
I think we get too much of these, to be honest with you. But
Okay,
that's A24 for you.
yeah.
But I
Bill's-
think I had more enjoyment watching Backrooms than this.
really, I had
No, no, actually no.
I had the exact
I think
opposite.
Backrooms was more creepy, more scary. Because
Okay,
in Obsession, when you're with the psycho chick, you know nothing bad's gonna happen because you're kind of safe. But it's the moments when she's not there, you're like, oh, where she's gonna jump out from, where she's gonna strike. And there's less scenes of those, if that makes sense, because you're not really scared. You're more afraid of when they're gonna add a jump scare, if anything. Where,
Yeah.
like they will add a random jump scare that doesn't make any sense, like a loud noise here, and that's it. Backrooms does the same, admittedly, but I think the fear comes from just investigating the back rooms
It's
because you don't know what's
basically
gonna.
the fear of the unknown, essentially.
That's yeah, yeah. I think I like that more than Obsession.
Yeah, Bill says he liked Backrooms movie. I haven't seen the Everything Must Go edition of it, though, which is the extended edition of this movie.
Interesting, interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, they released it in the cinemas. Yeah, Backrooms, I liked the first half a lot, but then once the main dude character goes missing, I don't know, I kind of... It's like... it kind of loses me when the lady meets him.
Gets involved.
Yeah, she gets involved, and then the bit where she gets involved isn't too bad, but it's that dinner scene, that dinner table scene, that I'm like, okay, it's starting to lose me a little bit.
And then the giant version
Yeah.
just pops out of nowhere, and like, oh god.
Yeah, that's when it lost
And
me.
then, what was
Yeah.
the explanation that these people are real and exist, but that they'll be judged harshly, so they just live here
Yep, pretty
or
much.
something like that?
Yeah.
That was bizarre.
Yeah, the movie did lose me a lot in that bit of it. But I do like the aesthetic of the back rooms. It's very like... I wish they just... I don't know.
It gives me Severance vibes. If you've seen Severance,
Never seen that before.
I think that's why I enjoy it so much because it reminds me of Severance.
Interesting.
Which Severance is not a horror film or TV show.
Yeah.
It's more of a drama.
I think the problem with this movie is that we see the monster and we see what it looks like, and I'm like, okay, it's not as scary anymore. It's kind of silly looking, you know.
I was creeped out. I was creeped out
When
when I saw it.
he hugged the main character dude, and then he like killed him. That was like, whoa! Did not see that coming. But then when he's chasing the lady, then I'm like, okay, it's starting to feel like a classic, you know, stereotypical horror film with the final girl running away from the
Yes.
evil monster, and it became predictable.
Yeah, that's
you know,
yeah.
But yeah,
But it's also like this. It's a big target. He's a big put. Where is he? He's
Yeah.
so big. It's hard to miss him. Where is he? That's also scary.
that is very true. That's very true. But yeah, I think I gave this film like an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, that's same.
Yeah.
8 out of 10. Yeah.
Obsession, I gave a 10 out of 10. I loved that one. I thought that was amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's another thing, dude. I was spoiled so much in this film before I got to see it because there's a lot of chatter online.
Yeah.
So it was hard to avoid. So seeing most of those big beats kind of like dampened it for me.
Yeah, if that happened to me, I probably would have not liked it either. But
So I
yeah,
remember you saying just try and avoid spoilers. And
yeah, I
but it
did.
was
I
so
did say.
hard, dude.
I did
It
say.
was
That's why I
so
said.
hard.
I said to try and watch it immediately. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it
But I
is
don't
what-
think I would watch this film in cinemas. I don't like watching horror films in cinemas.
I like that. It's more interesting. But yeah, speaking of, not really horror, but more like a thriller action, I did see the Zafura with Josh Hutcherson and
Yes,
Kirsten
yes.
Stewart. Finally saw this movie. Finally saw it. So I had no idea what it was about. I just jumped into it. And when the movie began, I'm like, okay, it's giving me like early 2000 Disney Channel vibes with the kids in the house, and the older brother's like, I don't like you, you're a loser, to his younger brother. And I was like, okay. But then it gets into like the middle half, and then it becomes a little bit creepy, you know, with the aliens like destroying the house and all that. I'm like,
Oh,
whoa, okay, this is a lot darker than I thought it was going to be, you know. It's okay, you know, it ended up becoming a little bit more darker than I thought. But you said there's a plot twist in the movie before, you know, when
Yes.
you recommended me. Dude, that was the most obvious plot twist. The moment the dude opened his
Ain't
helmet.
no way,
Yeah, like dude,
no
so the
way.
scene when the astronaut comes into the house and then he opens the helmet and he's like, "Hey, older brother, you need to be kinder to your younger brother." I was like, "Is this guy him?" I don't know. As soon as he said that,
I shouldn't have
As
mentioned anything
yeah, as
about
soon-
a twist because then it would be
yeah,
obvious.
because you said twist, and I'm like thinking, what is the twist? What is the twist? What is the twist?
Yeah,
What is the
yeah,
twist?
Yeah, that's
As
my
soon
fault.
as
That's
he-
my bad, dude.
As soon as he opened that helmet, I'm like, oh, that guy is the
Gosh,
brother.
dude.
And I'm like, it's either he's the older brother or the younger brother. And I wasn't too sure who it could be, but then I was leaning into the older brother. Because there's just a lot of moments where he's just sort of criticizing the older brother for being mean to him. And I'm like,
Yeah.
this random guy in space, like, and also the moment he walks into the house, he knows where everything is at. He's like, okay, you open that drawer down there, you go up there, and I'm like, how do you know this house so well? Like, I just was thinking, yeah, it's time travel, you know. And then at the ending where the brother, he makes the wish for his younger brother to come back, and I'm like, okay, I was right. The film's pretty good, you know, but man, the Josh Hutcherson character was so unlikable. I feel like he was like the villain of the movie. He was
a bully.
It was like Horrid Henry times two. Like, my gosh, dude, like he was awful. I didn't like him. Like, he was such a nasty little kid throughout. Very unlikable.
When they go in space, that was awesome. Loved it.
But yeah, the film was fine. I think I'd give it like a 7 out of 10. You know,
Oh, okay.
like it's cool. Like some of the horror-y moments were spooky. You know, and the drama was nice and there. But again, I think because I was like looking for the twist, and that was all I was thinking about. Like, what's the twist? What's the twist? What's the twist?
Yeah, that's my fault. Because you know when I watched this film, I saw the spaceman as the little brother's guardian because he was the one that drove the car, and then he's like, oh, okay, that's why he's being protected of the little brother because he's the one that got the card. That's why he's like, oh, back off,
Yeah.
just, go away. That's what I thought.
Maybe if I didn't know it, it would have been like an 8 out of
Yeah.
10, maybe like 8.5, leaning into
Yeah.
9. But yeah, because I just
Because I just
knew it.
love the originality of it. I mean, yeah, of course, there's Jumanji and that, but remove that. It's very original.
But yeah, that's Zihara. Don't know how you say it.
Zafira.
Zafira. But yeah, 2005. Like, man, 20 years ago. That's crazy. But yeah, I saw that movie. What else did I see? What other films have you seen? If you've seen any this week?
I think it was just He-Man, and I wanted to see the Dungeons and Dragons film as well, which is also on Amazon Prime. And then I was gonna watch the Ryan Gosling space film, but I never got a chance to watch it because I chose Beyblade.
Okay, that's fair enough. We may as well just jump into that then. So I may as well just talk about my journey with Yu-Gi-Oh, and then you can talk about Beyblade. Yu-Gi-Oh. So how many episodes did I see? I think I saw 4 episodes. Wrote them all down on my notes. So let me talk about my journey with Yu-Gi-Oh. Let me read it. So episode 17 of season 2. My notes. Marek's Egyptian sky god dragon transformation was pretty awesome, but the power of these Yu-Gi-Oh cards are ridiculous. They are so powerful that they can change the weather. I'm surprised the government allows teenagers to wield such destructive powers. Teenagers are already so destructive with e-bikes and electric scooters. I can't imagine them using Yu-Gi-Oh cards. What was that face Joey made when he challenged Kaiba? That was very creepy and weird. Man, Kaiba doesn't really respect Joey at all. Makes me feel bad for Joey. I really thought Joey and Kaiba were going to fight, but no, a bit disappointing. Why does Yami's Dark Magician Girl card look like Naruto's Lady Jitsu? Marek uses 5 cards at once? How is that possible? Is that even legal? Kaiba is the very definition of a morally grey character. While he doesn't like or care about anyone else except his younger bro Mokuba, he respects any fighters like Yugi. Wait, what the heck did I say there? Respect any fighters? Ignore that bit. Yugi does appear to be the only person that has somewhat respect, that Kaiba somewhat respects, and wants to keep him to battle and get stronger. And of course, he cares for his younger bro. Kaiba gives me Kiyoya vibes, but wow, the whole Kaiba speech, the beat of the music and his edgy face telling Yugi, stop embarrassing yourself and keep fighting so that I can defeat you and take your card. That might be the most shonen anime moment I have ever seen. It gets to the point where I am like, is Yu-Gi-Oh really that serious? Episode 18. This battle left me confused. So Yugi used the brain card to regenerate his other card. Everything the Dragon Marik card did, every time he attacked it, it revived. So is the revival card part of the brain card, or is that a separate thing? Regardless, Yami was goated in this battle, being able to defeat Marik. So Marik plans to somewhat do something bad to Yugi's friends. Kaiba irritated me when he cared about battling Yugi and did not care about his friends. I like how Yugi cares more about his friends' safety than the Yu-Gi-Oh cards. It shows the difference between him and Kaiba. The power of friendship is always strong in shonen anime, and the power of friendship is what will be able to defeat Kaiba and his quest to find the 3 main dragon cards. Episode 19. The 2 knuckleheads at the start of the episode reminded me of those Home Alone villains. I was very surprised to see Kaiba show up and help Yugi fight the knuckleheads. Maybe I misjudged Kaiba. Kaiba's Pot of Greed card is the ugliest card I have ever seen. The aura of Obsolique the Tormentor was insane.
Obelisk the Tormentor.
That's it, Obelisk the Tormentor. So the aura that Obelisk had was insane. That thing can absorb the power of other Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Is that the first time I have seen something like this happen? Man, Kaiba was crazy looking when battling the lady... Wait. Man, Kaiba was crazy when... Wait. Let me rephrase that. I had like a spelling error. Man, Kaiba was crazy looking when battling. Why is that whale-loving dude... Wait, what? My bad. My notes are a bit weird here. Ignore that bit. Okay. The whale-loving dude who helped the Lady Aquarium person. Who is he? He reminds me of Odin from One Piece. It looks like the Yugi gang know who this Marco whale-loving dude is, and he likes whales. Apparently, according to the Yu-Gi-Oh friends, he was the duelist in Duelist Kingdom. How come I don't remember this guy? It goes to show you how underwhelming that first arc was, as I barely remember anything or anyone from that arc. Joey had a lot of funny moments in this episode. He kinda reminded me of Sokka from Avatar The Last Airbender. The Joey and Whale Guy battle as well as the second half of the episode had surprisingly a big increase in the budget. The animation was looking nice. Also, the pacing was far more fast-paced compared to the previous episodes. Things were happening so fast. Bakura and Marik confrontation happening so sooner than I thought. I like the twist that Bakura and Marik are now working together instead of fighting one another. Episode 20. Wow, the whale guy's father in the flashback had terrible voice acting. His reaction to the gigantic wave approaching to them was so flat. Oh no, a wave! How on earth is his father appearing in the Yu-Gi-Oh card? This flashback feels very 4Kids-like. So it is very obvious that the father got controlled or deleted by the wave. That guiding pier that Whale Boy made in the flashback so that his father can find him was obviously a grave. But for the American watchers, death does not seem to exist in this Yu-Gi-Oh! 4Kids version. It's either the Shadow Realm or they disappear forever. But is the Whale Boy's father's spirit inside a Yu-Gi-Oh! Card? Did he reincarnate into the Yu-Gi-Oh! Card? Do humans in the Yu-Gi-Oh! World all reincarnate into Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards? So many questions. The Fortress Whale card looks both goofy yet insanely horrifying. How did Joey make Whale Boy's Fortress Whale attack his Fisherman card? When the Panther warrior went charging towards the whale, I thought Joey was going to lose, but he surprised me with the Energy Sword card and used that card to power the Panther. Very smart move on Joey's part. He lowered the whale boy's guard. More of these Yu-Gi-Oh card players need to stop showing way too much pride when battling the Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Maybe their opponents should not overestimate them. Maybe these players like Joey should actually go into battle pretending to not know anything, yet tricking them in the end and actually having the high ground. That would be a lot better. I am very worried that Kaiba is not going to end up helping Yugi and will end up trapping him and force him to play Yu-Gi-Oh cards. That is it. That's my journey of Yu-Gi-Oh. That's it.
So about the god cards, right? They're the only ones that can like change the weather and alter like the world and stuff like that. Not everyone has those type of cards, right? It's very rare.
Okay.
And it's only like people like Marek that can like wield them and stuff like that.
Okay.
Or special people, I guess. And also, you should have no issue with this because Beyblade is like on our same level, and everyone's ripping Beyblades.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, where do you think the show's heading now? Because like Kaiba's got a god card, Yugi's got a god card now as well. Two of them have a god card.
I think Kaiba's going to trap Yugi, force him to battle, and then Yugi's going to get irritated and he's going to get angry and he's going to unleash some dark power. And then Kaiba's going to be like, whoa! And then he's going to be knocked out. Then Mokuba's going to be like, oh, Kaiba, bro, what's happened? Yugi's going to be like, I'm sorry. Then Mokuba's going to be like, don't touch him. Get away from him. And then Yugi's going to have a whole arc on being like, am I evil? Am I bad? Then he's going to find the past Yami that... He's going to look into the past, see what Yami was all about, and then be like, hey, maybe I should not be too hard on myself. And then he's going to get back onto top. And then he might fight Kaiba again fairly, and then Kaiba's going to lose. And then I think Kaiba's going to have a Kai type of character arc from Beyblade, the original series, where Kai gets defeated by an opponent, he gets depressed, and then it takes having to use a new Yu-Gi-Oh card and master it for him to get back on top. That's kind of what I thought was going to happen.
You are very close on some aspects of what you just said there, by the way.
And I also think Joey is going to be this underdog where he's just going to rise up. Maybe he's going to fight. You know what? There is... I feel like with Joey, like, he's going to have an arc that is very similar to a specific character in another show, but I won't say who.
I would say he's like Kenta.
No, not that. I was thinking of something else.
For me, if I was comparing with Beyblade, he's Kenta, essentially.
But I
say.
think, if I'm being honest, I feel like there's going to be a lot more happening with Maverick and the other Egyptian lady. I think Maverick and Bakura are going to fight the Yu-Gi-Oh people. Yugi's going to be like, oh no, Bakura is evil. He's going to fight Bakura, and then he's going to be like, the power of friendship. Use the force, Bakura. And then Bakura is going to become good again. And then I just think it's all going to lead to them battling Maverick, and then the final battle will be Yugi and Joey, like Naruto and Sasuke. And then that's how it all ends. And then Joey's going to be like, you won, Yugi. I will be nice from now on. And then they're going to do a big song and dance like High School Musical, and then it's going to be the end. I think. I also think maybe the Yu-Gi-Oh cards are going to be destroyed. I think the government are going to be like, we can't have these kids use these cards anymore. Let's get involved. Let's actually be responsible adults. Let's seal these cards away. They're too dangerous. I think one of these Yu-Gi-Oh guys are going to go too far, unleash dark power onto the world and destroy it. A bit like Sasuke in the end of Naruto. He's going to steal the tail beasts and then become the ultimate evil. And that could be Kaiba. Or Pegasus. Who knows? Maybe Pegasus comes back and he... I don't know. I actually have no idea. Maybe Taya is the descendant of the Egyptian people And because she is very, very, very concerned about Yugi and the army, she keeps thinking about them. I think maybe she's going to leave the group and go to Egypt and then uncover the truth. And then she's going to be captured. And then Yugi and the gang are going to have to rescue her. And then they're going to discover the truth about Yami. And then maybe it's going to be revealed that Taya is the descendant of the Yu-Gi-Oh people. Dun dun dun. Maybe she gets evil.
What's a Yu-Gi-Oh people?
I don't,
What the hell is that? You just created a whole new race.
I'm thinking of the Egyptian people, the Egyptians.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, I think you were right about some stuff, but hell no on the other stuff that you said. Yeah, interesting. Here, let's jump into Beyblade because you mentioned the character called Pegasus. Beyblade also introduces a character that sort of.
Give
looks
me
like
one
Pegasus,
second, I
but
just need to
sort of
go to the
blonde.
door.
Okay, no worries, no worries.
Okay, that's it. Okay, that's it. Alright, yo. Hello, I'm back now. I am back.
Hiya.
So
Hello,
what
back.
were we saying? Yu-Gi-Oh! My theories, and Taya is gonna be
Yeah.
a descendant of the Egyptian Yu-Gi-Oh! People.
And you spoke about Pegasus returning, but he actually left and he showed up on Beyblade.
Yes, he did, in
Because
fact.
this guy, this fancy ass guy riding a horse, acting all posh and all this stuff, and then he speaks and he has an American accent. Okay. What are we doing here?
Pretty much.
I watched 5 episodes of Beyblade. Episode 12 of Metal Masters. Episode opens up with Binkei just retiring from Beyblade and just leaving. But what I think is going on is that he's gonna try and find Kyoya because he misses him. So that's my theory for where Benkei is heading.
So
And
what
then we
was
cut to this
episode
guy.
12? Okay.
Episode 12, The Bay with a Hero's Name is the title. We cut to a guy riding a horse, very Pegasus coded. Whenever a Japanese cartoon or anime depicts a rich person, always got to ride a horse. Next to like a fancy ass mansion, and then has like a private helicopter come pick him up. That's the only way you can just show a character has wealth. That's it. And then we cut to Jinga and the crew, and then meet Cheyenne, and they're like, "Hey, you best win this tournament. You beat us. You just go on and go ahead and uh, take this tournament for us and whatnot." So they go to a made-up country called Arabia. It's funny how you have Russia, France, England, China, but when it always comes to like Middle Eastern countries, it's just the generic name and a dune, a desert dune. No, no real name for whatever reason. It's just here's this random country we're just going to make up for whatever reason. It does feel kind of racist, I can't lie. And then we meet the Desert Riders, whatever they're called, the Desert Bladers. Don't look Middle Eastern at all. They just look some weird American Donnies or whatnot. Is weird. And then they leave that crew. And then they meet up outside this guy arriving in a limo. Oh, before that, this guy, because we see his Beyblade at the start of this episode actually, and it's purple. And I said to myself, "Oh hell no, bro! Hell no!" Are the Dark Nebula crew returning, bro? Because they're the worst part of season 1. I don't want the Dark Nebula to return, and he's giving me that Dark Nebula vibes, to be honest with you, because the Dark Nebula guy was like European, he was French, I think, and this guy just screams, Dark Nebula energy, if that makes sense. And then we see him fight the Desert Riders and just whoops them 1-3. And then a shocking reveal. Not only can his Beyblade turn right, it can also turn left. And this, you need to clear this up for me because I'm a bit confused. Did they say this is the same Beyblade as Ryuga, or is it a different one? Is this the same as El Dragon, or is it a different one to El Dragon, but it can turn left? I was very confused when they mentioned that.
It's a completely different bay. It's not El Drago. It's just a bay that can turn left, like El Drago.
Like El Drago, because for some reason, this episode made me think it was El Drago, but it's different, like a human form of El Drago. Because this Beyblade is like a soldier that defeated Medusa. For some, that was the backstory for that Beyblade. But anyways, he easily just beats the Desert Riders, and then that's it. We cut to the next episode, and these people are on a train towards Russia, and they have a conversation. The crew's having a conversation of like who should like. You were saying, oh, he wants to play. He wants to like substitute into the team now and play. And like, yeah, that's a good point because Subasa's not in it. That guy, he's losing his marbles right now. And for some reason, these guys are just still not seeing it. And they're like, yeah, who should they replace? Who should sit out on this? I don't know. Subasa's right there. He lost his cool twice in a row, and he got his ass handed to him by losing control. Just get him out of here, dude. It's an easy replacement. Just put him out of it. And then Tsubasa just says, yeah, just I can't lose control again. Here, you can take my spot. And we cut to a very cringe scene with what's her name? The tech team.
Madoka Amano.
Madoka speaking with this guy with glasses.
Alexei.
Anyone with glasses. This guy is giving Kabuto vibes. It's like, yeah, Alexei's evil. 100% he's evil. And then later on, it's like, yes, he speaks to his manager and he's like, yes, you got to like fight this team and get their data and all this stuff. We need their data to see how they... Guys, Their data is already online. Did you not watch the tournament from last season? Everyone seemed to have seen that tournament, but for some reason, no one has data on those Beyblades. Why are we still gathering data? What are we doing here? This is so stupid. Data already exists for these Beyblade, but no, we have to gather the data still for some reason. And so they have like a fake jewel on the train, and they couldn't go out because they're on the train. And there's a yeah, these people are wearing weird spacesuits as well because their dream is to go into space. But yeah, I mean, I, in this specific universe, going into space isn't that big of a deal because you have Beyblades that can literally split the sea. So yeah, I don't know about that dream. And also, the manager's plan is we need to get Jinga off the team because he's like the strongest on that group. So he sets out Burgers and tries to lead him away and get him on like a separate train so you can like split the crew. But it turns out who he distracted was Masamune, and now Masamune is stranded on a different train. And then we cut to the next episode, episode 14. It's a steel cage match. And for some reason, they're starting with Jinga. Jinga is having the first battle against the space suit dude. And Jinga goes for a special move, but his special move was failed because he can't do his Star Blast attack. It's like every time he jumps up into the sky, he's like blocked by the ceiling. And this is a good thing because hey, you've got another special move, Jinga. You got the other where he runs in a when Pegasus like rides in a circle very fast and creates a tornado. You can do that, Jinga.
Yeah,
Never
it's
happens once.
Stormbringer.
Never
That's
brings
what it's
up
called.
Stormbringer. Never brings up Stormbringer once. He just keeps trying to do the Star Blast attack for whatever reason. He doesn't use Stormbringer. He doesn't use that the second special move for whatever reason. It's like it didn't exist in this episode. It's like, what are we doing here? This is just lazy writing. And then we get some. I'm actually surprised here because in this season we're seeing just like a lot of PNG images. PNG. So the budget has like caught up to them, and they have to like make some like decisions in certain like scenes. But yeah, there's a lot of PNG and repeated like animations of like the bear attacking Pegasus or whatnot against the cage. And then Jinga unleashes his blade of spirit, and then he was able to break free of the cage. And I have to say, this Galaxy Pegasus doesn't feel like Galaxy Pegasus. This just feels like season one Pegasus. He doesn't feel strong or powerful for some reason. So yeah, I'm just gonna put a pin on that, but it just feels very lackluster, Galaxy Pegasus, for whatever reason. But Jinga, yeah, overcomes this the spacesuit dude and wins. And then we get onto the next episode. The next episode is episode 15, and it's you. You is stepping up in Subasa's place, because which makes sense because Subasa can't lose control again because he's turning evil. And Tsubasa is up against Alexei, but these dastardly Russians always cheated in competitions. Like, what are these analogies that this anime is like creating, man? It's like, whenever there's like a Russian on screen, he has to be evil, has to be cheating and all this stuff. It's crazy, dude. It's like very stereotypical. But the cheating for this one is it's countering Yu's special move, so he can't like vibrate the ground beneath him, and that allows Alexei's Beyblade to float or something like that to that effect. But what does floating achieve? Not much because it's just floating in the air. And then we see what's it called? The Masamune, he's stranded, but he bumps into like a group of people that help him get back to where the other group is. So they take him on a jet and fly him back to where the group is. And then they tried killing him at some point because they can't go past the border, so they just like launch him into the space. So I think that was on the previous episode, but I forgot to mention it. And a cool moment in this battle against Yu and Alexei. So Alexei's overpowering Yu, and then Yu says, "Hey, my blader's spirit is greater than your science will ever be. Oh, I thought that was like such a cool moment. And then they just summons his blader's spirit, and then it overcomes the this trap that was set up against a literal child. And then yeah, you overcomes this challenge and beats this team 2-0. And I thought that was a cool moment, and that's where we end as well.
Nice,
That's
nice,
five
nice.
episodes. Yeah.
Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah. So yeah,
Oh
yeah.
no, sorry, it's not. There is another episode. My bad. I totally missed this next episode.
Episode 16.
16. Episode 16. My bad. And this is best episode so far for this season. My bad. I've completely forgot that I watched this episode. So episode 16, the Festival of Warriors. So
Ah, this one.
it's not the World Cup anymore. They're taking a break for it, and they go to Greece.
Yep.
And we're introduced to a lot of EU countries. So we see a guy. So we see a guy from England called Wales, which is very confusing. Why is a guy from England called Wales? That's that's a whole separate thing. And then we meet a woman from France. Maybe she has ties to Dark Nebula or something because she's from France and she's got white hair, so she could be related to Ryuga because he had white hair. Um, and then we see the guy from Italy show up. We what's his name? The guy that can turn left and right. So
Oh,
he shows up and he's like the leader of the
isn't
group.
his name Julian?
Julian Assange. Yeah. So this guy, he is the I guess the leader. He's like their Jinga, very overpowered, very cool looking. So for some reason, these selfish Americans, oh no, they're not even American, they're Japanese. I keep forgetting about that. This Japanese team wants to be involved in this EU tournament, but it's like this EU tournament is specifically for EU countries, and Japan isn't in EU, but they want to be involved so much. But I forgot they're representing Team Japan.
Yeah.
Because of the English voiceover. I thought they were American. In my head, it's like, yeah, but you guys are from NA. You could be in like an NA tournament. Why do you keep questioning why you can't be in EU? But yeah, it's I keep forgetting. This is a Japanese. These people are representing Team Japan, and their explanation for why they can't be involved with the EU tournament is because of their gods or whatnot. Why don't you just say? Why can't you just give like a more specific reason to say, oh yeah, it's just like a region tournament. That's it. It's a small tournament for like EU only. That's all you could say. You don't need to like expand any further on it, make it complicated with other stuff. But anywho, they force themselves into a battle with the EU team, and they just get smoked. The team Japan just ain't looking good, and they just got annihilated. I think that's the first time we see them lose in Mountain Masters. Actually, this is Jinga's second time we see him lose in Mountain Masters because he lost to Masamune, and now he's lost to Julian in this team. So I'm curious to see where this leaves off. I think I think Team EU will be the finalist, I assume, or they will just be, or they're a setup for another team to be annihilated with. But I don't know. Have we seen an American team yet? I'm not sure. But yeah, it's interesting so far.
And it gets
It's
even
interesting.
more interesting as it goes on. That's all I'll say. What would you say your thoughts and theories are for the future?
I think this guy's Beyblade that can turn left and right or spin left and right. I think his Beyblade is from a meteorite. I think he's like another like legendary Beyblade. He's like on the category of Galaxy Pegasus, El Drago, and his Beyblade. And I think there's more. I think there's more out there that can turn left and right or whatnot. So that's my theory. I think this team EU will be the finalist. I think they will be the team to fight Team Japan, or they will lose to the team that will face Team Japan in the final. So that's my theory. I still don't know what's going on with Tsubasa. He's still going evil. I don't know what the hell that is. But yeah. Curious.
Nice, very interesting theories. Well, there's only one way for you to find out, and it's to watch it.
Yeah, I will do. I will do.
Nice, nice, nice. So, with that out of the way, let's move back to the D23. I don't know if you saw, but Coco 2 has also been announced. And this is what Miguel's going to look like in the next movie.
Such a fugly haircut. What the hell?
Yeah, a lot of people don't like the
What
haircut.
What the hell happened?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, to be fair, like if you see a lot of teen boys these days, they all kind of have that hairstyle.
I've
Yeah,
not seen Coco 1 because I was spoiled.
yeah, that's
So,
unfortunate. Yeah.
is it still worth getting into? I have no idea what Coco 2 could be about because I think it seems like everything was wrapped up in Coco 1, no?
Well, it looks like they're gonna do more. So
Yeah.
you're gonna have to wait for
Interesting.
2029 for that movie to come out. But yeah, I mean that movie was a good one and done. And I don't think it needs more, but I mean the world that Miguel goes to is so vast and big and large that they can do a lot more with the story.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I've heard nothing but praise for the first film, you know, so it makes sense they're releasing a second one, but wow, over 10 years later.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, a lot of Disney sequels do tend to take a long time, you know, to come out. I suppose it's a good thing because, you know, you don't want to keep spamming fans with movies every year, you know.
True. Yeah, I mean, it's better than getting remakes, live action remakes of the same film.
Yeah, I'd rather sequels than remakes.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Okay, so with that out of the way, so I don't know if you've heard about Bleach in the past few days, but there was a big moment in Bleach that happened, and
I have no idea.
okay, the fact that you don't know pretty much confirms what a lot of people have been saying, that people don't care for Bleach because there was a big transformation that Bleach fans have been hyping up for so many years. It's a transformation that they compared to Gear 5 Luffy and Ultra Instinct Goku and Baryon mode Naruto. And the Bleach community were like, this is going to be the Gear 5 moment of Bleach. And it wasn't. It barely went viral. No one was really talking about it. And the fans were...
What was the... I will look away, but what is the most views it's gotten, if you can see?
Okay, let me see the post. I'm literally trying to find, like, let me turn off my screen so you don't see it. I mean, it's not...
Because another thing is, because I'm not in that Bleach space, so I'm thankful that I'm not really getting spoiled. But however, one moment did pierce through, and it's that female character turning into a cat. That showed up on my feed, and that broke through the zeitgeist. And that trended. And if that's trended and not the transformation, oh, we're in a bad place for Bleach.
Sorry, I think my audio was on mute. So the most views for the Bleach transformation is 685,000 views.
Oof.
Yeah.
And then that chick turning into a cat. and playing with herself, that must have got millions, right?
Yeah, I think that was a lot more. I can't find it, but
Yeah.
yeah, I'm sure there was a lot more.
The fact that I saw that and not the transformation,
Yeah,
yeah,
a lot of
big
people
time.
were even saying that like that scene broke the internet more than the big transformation that was meant to happen. You know, but yeah, I feel like the reason why it didn't do well reviews is a lot of reasons. One, they released this scene in the trailer, so you actually see the full transformations in the trailer of the final season. And two, they released the first 3 episodes into the cinemas last month, so many fans have already seen this transformation. And of course, people don't want to admit it, but I don't think Bleach is as popular or as big as One Piece or Naruto. I've always viewed Bleach as the black sheep of the big three, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, yeah, it is. I remember seeing a comment last night of it was like a Naruto fan talking about how big Naruto is even after it's finished or whatnot, and then a Bleach fan responded saying, yeah, even at the height of Naruto's popularity, or no, sorry, Bleach's popularity, the height of Bleach's popularity, it never reached the levels of Naruto back when Naruto was airing.
No,
So that's a
no.
Bleach fan saying that,
Even I admit
like it
that.
never reached.
Yeah, it never
Yeah,
reached. Like for me, I feel like in terms of Bleach's hype, in terms of how big it was, I'm sure it was like during when OG Bleach was running, up until the final confrontation with Aizen in the OG Bleach. I feel like all that was
yeah.
very popular. And of course, the first part of the Thousand Year Blood War arc was the most popular. Like these other parts have not been as popular as the first part. Nowhere near. Yeah, it's unfortunately Bleach is not as big as people want it to be. You know, I wonder why that is. Like,
But
why
but
Bleach? You
saying
know.
that, dude, I really want to watch Bleach now.
Yeah, yeah,
Like, I really want to watch
yeah.
Bleach.
I think it's the most. I think out of the big three, Ichigo is probably the more different main character because Naruto and Luffy are very similar-ish. You know, they're very hyperactive. They're very like, oh my god, let me eat. You know, it's. But Ichigo is not really that. That's all I'll say. Without spoiling it.
Okay.
But yeah. In terms of yeah, I don't know, why is Bleach not as popular? Why do you think Bleach is nowhere near as popular? Because I kind of have my theories.
My theory would be character depth. Like, I could pull out so many different characters from both One Piece and Naruto saying, oh, this is such a good character, that's such a good character. Bleach, all I hear is Ichigo and Aizen, and that's it. Maybe
Yeah,
it's like the depth of like the good guys and bad guys is just not as big as the other two series.
I want to say
And maybe the
yeah,
world building is not interesting. Maybe like the Soul
yeah.
Society isn't that appealing.
I think it's. I want to say something, but if I do, you might be put off watching it.
Spoilers.
It's not a
Oh.
spoiler. It's more of like an overall thing of Bleach where they
I
do
I
a
will watch it.
yeah.
I'm still watching it, so you can say it, it's fine.
So it's like I feel like Bleach does a lot of repeating. Where I think
I don't want to watch it now.
the Soul Society arc was like people love that arc. They love it, you know. It's Ichigo. I'm not gonna say what it is, but something happens and then they have to go to the Soul Society to rescue someone. And then the next big arc that happens is kind of the same thing where they have to go and rescue someone again. And that arc kind of is like it leads into the final arc of the original series. And also gosh, how much, like, when you watch a show, do you care whether or not characters live or die, or do you just care about story? Do you like stakes in
Um,
shows?
I don't like needless death, but if it serves the story, then I'm fine. I'm okay if no one dies like in One Piece, but I'm also okay with characters dying in Naruto, if that makes sense. So I'm okay with death and not death
Because with
for the most
Bleach,
part.
there are some characters who do quote unquote die, but then they're not dead. They end up alive in the next episode. They're like, oh, this just patched them up. Oh, you're back to normal?
Oh,
Yep.
like a
Okay.
fake out.
It's
You
like a
have to
fake out,
fake out
yeah.
death.
But the whole
Okay.
episode before, there's like one
One Piece does that a
particular
lot.
there's one particular episode where there's this major character who has this whole episode dedicated to them, and then they die, and then the next episode is like, oh, they're breathing, let's just give them a bandage and they're back to normal. It's like, what? What? That's all I'll say. That's
Interesting.
all I'll say. That's all I'll say. But yeah, it's mm, Bleach is interesting, because I feel like it doesn't do anything different that Naruto does. But I feel like Naruto, there's a lot more story, there's a lot more interesting things that happen in the narrative. Bleach, it does it in a different way, where there are interesting things that happen in the narrative, but it does kind of center around Aizen, at least for the original show. It's very like the characters are reacting to what Aizen has done, whereas with Naruto, it's a bit more broad. But yeah,
I see. A lot more diverse.
I
and
think
stuff,
you
yeah.
should watch this show, because again, I'm an anime only. I
Yeah.
don't know how it's going to end, but I mean, I'd say check it out. I would say at least watch the first 60 episodes, which is the Soul Society arc, and then when you finish that arc, you can make your judgment on whether or not you want to continue it.
No, I definitely want to see it. I do like how the anime returned from this long hiatus, and the animation looks better than the original. So I definitely want to check it out for that reason. So I'll have to like stick through it.
Yeah, stick through it, force yourself, just
Yeah.
get through it. But yeah, so with that out of the way, onto another series which is kind of anime, but it kinda is not. Avatar Seven Havens. So we got a new poster for
Right.
the
Yeah.
Seven Havens TV series. Where is it? Premiering on October the 9th on Paramount Plus. It's just the two twin girls just posing.
Oh. What are they? Are they wind?
I think one of them is an
Wind-
earthbender.
Earth. Okay. I mean, then again, they are avatars, right? So
Yeah.
they have access to all the elements. But wonder what tribes they're from. I don't even know. Is blue meant to represent water? Orange meant to represent earth?
I think my theory is that the blue one is of royal nobility. She's from the royal.
She doesn't have a leg. She doesn't have a foot.
And then the other one is from a lower class. That's what I'm
She
theorizing.
doesn't have a foot. She's got
Yeah.
one foot.
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Nisha is the blue one. I think she comes from a rich family. That's what that guy's saying on the comments.
Okay. Nisha looks like a boy.
No, they're both girls.
Yeah, yeah.
But she could be like a tomboy. But yeah. That's cool. In other news, don't know if you've heard about this one. It's kind of going back to the MCU. Very Spider-Man heavy related updates. So the young actor who played Michael Jackson in the Michael Jackson biopic is interested in playing Miles Morales. So, yeah. If we
Was
do,
he any good in the Michael Jackson film?
oh yeah, he's a good actor. He was pretty good.
Would you have him or Caleb?
I think Caleb is probably a lot more because I don't because we he only does the singing and dancing in the Michael movie, but he's only in it for the first half, and then we switch to Jafar Jackson as older Michael. I'm not too sure, but yeah, he would be around the same age by the time they do a live action. But I think they might want someone a bit older, playing him.
I also think it's a bit too soon to cast the Miles
Yeah.
Morales right now because I don't think Tom's story is finished.
I think they're gonna wait until way after the Beyond movie comes out for them to do Miles. We still got a
I
lot more.
think what might happen in the timeline is they have because Spider-Man 5 won't happen after the big Avengers team up in so what's it called? Not Civil War. It's the Secret Wars. That's it. And after that, my theory is Tom Holland will get the black Spider-Man suit, the symbiote, and then maybe Spider-Man 6 is where they introduce Miles or something.
Maybe.
Because I don't see how they can skip the black symbiote suit. Because they've not done it in a long time since Tobey's Spider-Man.
That's true. That's true.
Or they could twist it and give it to Miles, and that would be sick.
That would be interesting. But they might want to
Like
redo that story with a Peter Parker, but I'm not too sure.
Redo it with a Peter Parker or introduce Miles with the symbiote suit instead of having Venom show up.
Or there's a third
And then
option.
Spider-Man versus Spider-Man. Yo, that'd be sick.
There is another third option. According to some rumors, Noah Schnapp from Stranger Things is also interested in joining the MCU.
I will stop watching MCU sequels.
You're not the only one. Like, the comment sections are roasting him. The quotes are like, no, 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 no. It's like, I was actually a bit like surprised. I'm like, whoa. But then I remembered, oh yeah, now I remember why people don't like him. I kind of forgot, but then I remembered. But
Yeah,
yeah.
it's not just his acting abilities, is why we don't like him. It's outside. But anywho, I can't just hate him for liking a film. It's fine.
But yeah, like, could you actually see him playing a Peter Parker
I
in?
don't. Not Peter Parker. I don't know if they casted him. Who would they have him? Maybe Harry Osborn or something. But there's no Osborns in the MCU or in Spider-Man's world, so that doesn't make any sense. But who would he play? I don't know.
Yeah, he could play like a
Miles
Harry.
Morales.
He could play a...
I don't know. I don't know.
No, I don't know.
I mean, if they casted him, it would definitely be a villain. That's for sure. Because there's too many good guys in Spider-Man, and I don't see them replacing Ned and MJ.
Yeah. But yeah, I have absolutely no idea. But a lot of people don't want him in it, so yeah, that's that.
For sure. Very, very controversial outside.
Yeah.
Action.
I mean, it was only one thing that happened years ago that he said, but yeah,
the
I think
worst thing he could
yeah,
say.
it's like yeah. I mean, a part of
Yes.
me was like, okay, he was very young at the time, but then again, his other co-stars in Stranger Things are around his age, and they never said that. So
Yeah.
maybe he was like, I don't know. Let's not get into that. But regardless, that is that. In other news, The Odyssey has officially made $1.1 billion at the box office, becoming Christopher Nolan's highest grossing movie of all time.
Is there a way we can see how much the IMAX has helped reach that number? Is there like a specific split to show, oh, this is how much profit the IMAX theaters have generated for the Odyssey? Is there a way? Is that a statistic out there, or I don't know? Because I think that must have helped a lot, right?
I'm sure it
How
did.
expensive IMAX is.
There is a article from 5 days ago that talks about this. Let me have a read. So the record-breaking Christopher Nolan Odyssey in IMAX reached yet another milestone this weekend as the highest-grossing IMAX release of all time, with 289 million in less than a month of play. I don't know what that means. What's the total for IMAX though? It's like, how much did Odyssey make? Wait, I'm spelling Odyssey wrong. How much did the Odyssey make from IMAX? Let's have a look. So they're saying that it made $289 million from IMAX screens globally.
Wow.
Yeah.
Big help.
Yeah. So
That's fine though.
So if you take off that 289, it would have been like 800 million, 900 million. That's still
900.
huge without
That's-
IMAX. But yeah,
That's still huge, yeah.
I think it's probably the best movie to make $1 billion as well, because I think it might be my favorite Nolan movie, if I'm being honest. I do like Batman Begins and The Dark Knight, but I don't know. Actually, no, I do like those movies a bit more because they are Batman movies.
Dark Knight Rises was a rough one.
Yeah, I don't like that
It's
one.
hard. After Dark Knight, it's really hard to like make a Batman film after that.
Yeah.
And Bane, I don't think Bane was the right choice or any of that side of that universe.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Oh well, it is what it is. But yeah, well done, Nolan. And yeah, made $1 billion. In other news, I don't know if you've heard about this one. Let me get it up. Oh wait, I think there was stuff in the chat that I didn't read first. Since Reacher Season 4 is out, I watched the Moto City movie. Alan Richson, barely any dialogue in it. I'm so late, but I'm guessing you already talked about Doomsday trailer. Lol. I'll rewind it a bit then. And Zaphora was cool since we are getting yet another Jumanji movie, which the trailer is already out for. Very true indeed. Very true indeed. Oh crap. Let me copy paste that one into this. So Gilderoy Lockhart from Harry Potter has been cast, and it's Nicholas Hoult from the Superman movie and other big films. He will be replacing Kenneth Branagh and doing his thing in the remake. What do you think about this?
When it was first announced, right, everyone thought it would be Voldemort because the image they used for Nicholas Hoult was him being the Lex Luthor look, right?
Yeah.
And then everyone thought, oh yeah, he'll make a perfect Voldemort. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. And then it turns out he's this guy.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Lockhart.
Yep.
I'm like, oh, I don't know about that. I mean, it could work.
It
But
could.
I don't know, man.
It could, but I'm like, I don't know.
He would be a better Voldemort than this. Because this guy has to be like charismatic and everything, but he's a like serial liar. He just blags about everything.
Yeah.
I don't know about that with Nicholas Hoult.
He could pull it off, but again, we got to wait and see, you know. Fortunately, season 2 was started to film. I think this week they announced, so we could be
Must have
getting
been a lot of money to cast him as well.
Yeah, they paid big bucks for him to be in it. Big bucks.
TV show. This is his first TV show he's in.
I'm not too sure actually. I'm sure he's been in other things.
Possibly, yeah.
But yeah, that's that. And still on the topic of Harry Potter, I don't know if you've heard about this, but Harry Potter fans forced a $430 million pound sea cable to be relocated in order to avoid the grave of Dobby on a Welsh beach.
What?
So basically, hundreds of Harry Potter fans called to prevent a sea cable to go through Dobby's grave because he had to make the cable go across the beach, but the fans did not want that, and instead they're gonna make the sea cable go through Bronze Age human burial places instead.
But Bobby
Essentially.
doesn't exist.
Yeah. That's
But you
what
want to go through a real burial grave,
Yeah.
then a fictional one.
Yep.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
Yep. That's literally what a lot of people are saying. I like Harry Potter, but I don't like it like that, you know. I think the last thing I bought Harry Potter related was probably a poster in 2020.
Do you know what? I think this post might be a psyop. I think what might have happened, because these companies are scummy, is that they had no intention for going that route on the Welsh beach, and they used it as an excuse to go through the Welsh burial ground.
Maybe. Not too sure there.
Because now it's like, oh, we're hating Harry Potter fans because of this fictional grave, but what was if they never had that intention of going through this anyway?
It could be that. It could be. But yeah, it looks like Dobby's more important than actual real people who lived on this planet.
Yeah, I think it's a psyop
It could
by
be.
the cable company.
Oh, it does look like the director of the X-Men film has been revealed as Jake Schreier.
Not Jason
Schreier.
Schreier.
No, Jake Schreier.
Jason Schreier is a games journalist, but yeah, Jake Schreier. Interesting, never heard of him. Oh, Thunderbolts.
Yeah,
Ah, that's in good hands.
that's a good thing. That's good. Oh yeah, and then the Vision Quest trailer has also been released. I'm probably not gonna watch it.
What's Vision Quest?
It's Vision's TV show.
He's got a TV show?
Yeah,
Who's that behind him?
I think people are saying it's Ultron.
Oh, no way. If that's Ultron, dude, I have to check this out.
I think that's what people are saying.
Dude, yeah, dude, if you bring it back Ultron, I'm watching this show. Come on, how can you not watch it if Ultron's in it?
I was so meh about Ultron. I thought it was okay, but
Ultron is the best thing about Avengers 2, and that's it.
yeah.
That's really just it.
But yeah, I think that's what people are saying. It's Ultron. I'm surprised you haven't heard about this one. It's
No, I had no idea he was getting his own TV show.
yeah, they announced it like
I was
last
curious.
year. I think they announced it.
Wow, I was just so zoned out. Wow, okay.
There's a whole trailer that's out as well. It's like a sequel to WandaVision. Yeah, there's Ultron in the trailer right there.
Oh, dude, they've got me. Just by adding Ultron, they've got me. I mean, it's not going to be Ultron, obviously. It's going to be something in Vision's mind or something.
I just don't really like the style of these Disney Plus shows. You know, they all have this very samey style. And I just can't get into
also,
it.
Is that the Vision's actor without makeup?
Yeah. No, not him. Not him. The other guy. Him.
No, not
that's
him. Obviously,
this guy.
looks nothing like Vision.
Yeah, that's him.
But yeah, I'm on about the actual actor for Vision.
Yeah, he was
yeah.
like this in WandaVision, wasn't he?
Was he?
Yeah,
I don't
like
even remember.
he was a human in WandaVision.
I don't remember that. Does that happen?
Yeah, let me confirm it. Let me confirm it.
I don't recall.
Wonder Vision. You could be correct. Maybe it's my memories. Let me type Vision. You know what? You're probably right. He's only a human in the poster, but not in the actual show.
Yeah,
Oh no no no
cause
no
I
no.
don't.
He was a human in one of the episodes. Yeah.
Is that the episode where Scarlet Witch was in that classic Scarlet Witch outfit?
I'm not too sure. It's just a random scene. But he was a human in one of the
Oh, can we pull it
episodes.
up so I can see it?
Uh, I don't even.
Or
I
is
have it
that
on my
copyright?
phone. It's on my phone. So
Oh, you're doing it on your phone. Oh, never mind. Never mind. It's
yeah.
fine then.
But yeah, that's that. Cool. I'll let you watch it, and then I'll see for myself if it's gonna be good or not. But I don't like
Okay.
because everyone keeps saying, "Oh, watch this show, watch that show," and I'm like, "Okay, let me watch Moon Knight."
Never lives up
I
to
watched
your
Moon Knight, and I
expectation.
was like, oh,
Yeah.
"No, don't like it. It's boring." Watch She-Hulk. Okay, let me watch She-Hulk. Nope, I don't like it. I'm dropping it.
She-Hulk was good, dude.
Ah.
She-Hulk was. I'm on defending She-Hulk right now, dude. That was a good show. Moon Knight, no, I couldn't get into it.
And then there's the Loki show that people were saying, and I'm like, nope, don't like this show. And then there was Falcon and the Winter Soldier, did not like that show. Hawkeye did not like that show. Miss Marvel did not like that show. Secret Invasion did not like that show. I just kept dropping shows like crazy. I did finish Hawkeye and Falcon though, but I thought they were bad.
Here, I'll defend She-Hulk. How much episodes of She-Hulk did you get into?
Like 1.5.
Yeah, no, give it a chance. I really enjoyed it, dude.
I
It's
watched. I
different.
literally watched the final few minutes of the final episode because I couldn't be
Now,
bothered.
why would you do such a thing?
I couldn't be bothered. I literally
Why,
couldn't.
why would you do such a
So I
thing?
know Kevin Feige was in it. I know that it's this weird, like fourth breaking the fourth wall thing,
Kevin Feige was not in it. But why would
and
you do that?
yeah, I was like, I just couldn't get into that.
Why would you do such a thing? I like She-Hulk because I like the idea of a superhero defending other superheroes in court. I thought that was fascinating.
But
And I actually
isn't
like,
that just Daredevil?
but she's for super. Daredevil represents non-superheroes as well. But I think She-Hulk is specifically for superheroes.
I wouldn't mind She-Hulk if she appeared in other projects though. It's just that one
I
show and
don't
that's
think
it.
after the actress's political takes, Marvel is not hiring her ever again, dude. And Mark Ruffalo, both Hulks, ironically,
I think that. Yeah.
both characters that get very angry,
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
but they're on the right side of history is what matters.
But yeah, D23. Yeah, I think that was all the big updates for D23. And there's another topic. So we talked about what's her name, Rhaenyra Targaryen, and her descent into potentially being a villain. And it kind of leads into this question: are protagonists who slowly become villains have such do they have very predictable fates because they all end up dying? Walter White was a good guy, became a bad guy, he died in the end. Lelouch was a good guy, became a bad guy, died in the end. Eren Yeager, good guy, turned into a bad guy, died in the end. Daenerys, a good girl, turned into a bad girl, died in the end. Light Yagami, a good guy, turned into a bad guy, died in the end. Like, they all kind of have a very, like, their fates are already decided the moment they go down that dark path. What do
I
you
think
think
it might
about
be a
that?
morality thing where bad guys can't succeed. Because if you do an evil act, it's morally wrong to see them succeed, I guess. So I think ethically they just killed them off. Then say to the audience, it's okay to be bad. It's probably my understanding
Yeah, I
and
agree.
why it's such a
Yeah,
cliche.
yeah. They want to drill into the audience's head that, hey, don't be a bad person. This is wrong.
Yeah,
Don't do what
yeah,
they're doing.
potentially. But there are nuances as well in some characters. Like Lelouch. Yeah, he's definitely a bad guy. He becomes evil, but he did it for a specific reason. I mean, yeah, he nuked multiple countries and united the world against him to be as like the main source of that evilness to be taken out, so he can create world peace. But yeah, he's still evil for doing that, I guess.
Pretty much.
But in his head, he was the hero because he's being the big martyr to save that world.
Yeah. Yeah, Lelouch was. I barely remember that show, but I forgot he nuked multiple countries. I forgot about all that.
Yeah, they call it the Fallujah. The Fallujah? Fallujah? It's a weird name.
Interesting. But cool. So, since we've been talking about Marvel pretty much for the past like hour or two, I just thought, hey, let's get a ranking of every MCU project after Endgame, so after Phase 3, and do a
God,
quick
how many
tier
are in
list.
F tier?
I'm
How
just
many will be in F tier?
I'm just trying to
Jeez.
find like an ultimate ranking for like the shows and the movies. Phase 4, 5, 6. I wonder if there's any actually. Um,
Another school shooting in America. 5 people
okay,
killed.
I think I found one. This one might be good. This one doesn't have Spider-Man or Fantastic Four,
By
but
the way, you
that's
can't hear
fine.
my cheek. You can't hear my chair squeaking around, can you?
No, I can't.
Oh, thank God. It's been doing that a lot.
Yeah. You could just sort of insert images for Spider-Man and Fantastic Four since they're not on it.
I don't have any images of Spider-Man.
I'll just go to Google and just download an image and then just upload it onto the tier list. That's what I just done.
Okay.
Spider-Man, Fantastic Four.
Okay, there's some that I haven't seen. So I'm gonna write not seen. I'm gonna create a new list. Can I do that? Is that possible?
Maybe for F tier. I'm gonna do mine's live so that the whole world can see it. Okay, so
There's no Fantastic Four in this. Um, How do I add a file? Here, do you know what? I'll just use this as a substitute. I'd say this is Brand New Day and this is Fantastic Four. Here you go. Mm.
Okay, so on the left it's your list, and on the right it's my list. Okay, I haven't.
I don't want to confuse you because I didn't get pictures for Brand New Day or Fantastic Four. So I'm using Werewolf as Fantastic Four and I'm using
Okay,
Spider-Man
yeah, I thought so.
cartoon
Yeah,
for Spider-Man Brand New Day.
that's what I thought. Yeah. All right, let me send mine. Don't know if you can see my screen though.
Yeah. I'm watching your stream.
Cool. So you've not seen any of these shows? Fair enough. Fair enough. You know, I thought you saw Miss Marvel. That's surprising.
I've not, no.
To be fair, I only watched one episode of Miss Marvel, but I didn't like it. So,
Yeah.
and to be fair, I think I'll put Moon Knight down there as well because I only saw the first half of Moon Knight. You've not seen Falcon and the Winter Soldier? Damn. Okay.
I tried, I just could not get into it. So I didn't want to put it in F. So a lot of these shows I have watched the first episode, but I couldn't get into it, so I just left it in not seen.
I tell you what, I'm gonna also. How do you make another ranking? Do you click the arrow or?
Oh yeah, I clicked the arrow, like the cogwheel. I clicked the cogwheel and then click row below, and that's what I did.
Okay, then I'll put this one in grey. So bad I dropped. Okay. Add a row below. Okay. How do you delete this row? Okay, there we go. So that means this should go here. Yep, so bad I dropped, so bad I dropped, so bad I dropped. Yeah, I think that's it. So, yeah, okay, so you're not seeing Wakanda Forever. That's
So
interesting.
bad I dropped. I should have done that instead.
Yeah,
Oh, that's so good.
yeah. In fact, Loki, you get down. Actually, no, that's season 1. I did finish that one, so that doesn't count. Okay, you've not seen the Marvels?
I have not, no.
You've not seen Hawkeye? That's surprising. I thought you would have seen that.
I watched the first episode and I couldn't get into it.
Okay, so that's like a so bad you dropped moment.
Yeah.
That's fair enough.
Also, it's Hawkeye. Who gives a crap about Hawkeye? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Jeremy Renner cares about him.
Well, that's true. Poor Jeremy Renner. Have you heard about him and his accident?
Yeah, that was
so
very
bad.
sad. That's so sad. God, the more I'm looking at this list, I'm like, I think I'm going to put you low. I'm now slightly changing my opinion. Yeah, I think so.
Do you know the What If series? They look interesting,
Hmm.
but it's just a Peggy Carter glaze, dude. I
Yeah.
hate Peggy Carter so much. It's just a female Captain America, dude. It's
Pretty
so
much.
boring and uninspiring. She's
Yeah.
the main character in all of them, so I just don't even bother.
Pretty much. Okay, yeah, I've not seen the Groot show either. There's 2 Groot shows? What the heck? Okay. Ironheart, yeah, I've not seen that one either. Did you drop that one? You not seen it?
I've not seen it, no.
Ah, fair enough. Echo, you've not seen that one. Yeah,
Echo.
I don't recommend it. It's not good. Okay, so... Yep, okay. You not seen Black Widow?
No. God, no.
Fair enough. So your F tier, you got the worst one: Falcon, Brave New World, Ant-Man, Quantumania, and For Love and Thunder. Yeah, I kind of have some of them. I think I like Quantumania and Love and Thunder a little bit more than you do. You know,
Right.
they're still pretty bad, but I didn't hate them when I watched them. I was like, okay, I was mildly entertained by them. Mildly entertained. But yeah, you did not like... So Brave New World, you did not like that one. Why was that? That's your least favorite.
It's so long, and the writing is all over the place. The only awesome part is the Red Hulk, which they spoiled in the film. If they kept that a mystery, and like why Harrison Ford's character was acting strange in weird moments, that would have been such a good reveal, and I would have bumped it up to E. But because they spoiled it in a trailer, it's an F. Just wasn't a good spy. They presented it as like a spy film, but it was so boring to watch.
Yeah, I didn't mind like I'm trying to think. There was like a really nice
and then
action
the Black
sequence.
Widow, the Israeli Black Widow that shows up.
Oh, yeah.
She could not act, bro. She was so bad.
I forgot all about her.
She was so painful to watch on the screen, dude.
Forgot
I don't know
all
what
about that
Marvel's
character.
love obsession is for like Israeli actors.
I mean, it's Disney after all, dude.
Yeah, but it's like you're punishing your own product by making it worse.
Yeah. Damn, you did not like Multiverse of Madness at all, putting that at E.
I think it fell off towards the end.
I didn't mind the final fight with the...
No.
Doctor Strange. I thought that
So
was
sorry.
cool.
Yeah, it's called the Multiverse of Madness, and you're only entering a few multiverses for like a few minutes, and that's it.
That was
think
the
I
most
thought it would have
disappointing
been-
part. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So that's why I have it in E. I did like the film, but for a film called Multiverse of Madness, there was not much multiverse happening or going
There was
on.
not enough madness happening, was there?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree there. But yeah, I put. So yeah, you like Deadpool and Wolverine far more than me. Far more than me.
I'm basing it on my initial watch,
Yeah.
and I did enjoy it, dude.
I
I did enjoy
couldn't
it.
stand it. I hated the jokes. I hated the humor. I was like, oh nah.
It's
I just
vulgar. The jokes are too vulgar. I give you on that. It's just,
I
and yeah,
just
none of the
yeah.
jokes landed. I like the story it was telling. The jokes were
I
so
I
rubbish
I
and
didn't
so
like the story
painful.
either. I just thought it was very nonsensical, you know. It felt like a filler episode in an anime.
It's fan service.
Yeah.
Deadpool and Wolverine is pure fan service, and I loved every single
I
second
like
of it.
seeing Blade show up and Gambit was cool and even Laura all grown up was
Or just
nice to see.
Wolverine interacting with
And Wolverine,
Deadpool, you
yeah,
know?
I did like that. I like that concept. I don't mind those two characters interacting, but it's just the film was such a slog. Like by the
Yeah,
time the credits started, I just walked out the cinema. I didn't even bother staying for post-credit scenes. I just looked them up online.
that's fair. I did
Yeah.
laugh at the post-credit scene, to be fair. I thought that was genius.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because the Human Torch shows up, and it's Chris Evans' Human
Oh, you
Torch,
know
and everyone
what?
thought it was Captain
I
America.
probably did actually watch that. I do remember seeing that. Okay, forget what I said. I did see the post-credit scene. Yeah, because he's in the end of the film, isn't he?
Yeah, it was funny. It was a pretty funny moment.
But yeah, uh, I Black Widow is not good, but I actually, the more I think about it, I think I'm gonna put it up a little bit more. I'm looking at this poster and I'm being reminded of the movie, and it kind of gave me a bit of that Thunderbolts vibe, you know. And I think I remember enjoying it more than these other ones. If you like the Thunderbolts, you're gonna probably
Interesting.
like Black Widow then, because it's kind of got that same vibe, but it's not as good as the Thunderbolts, I would say. But it's still kind
Right,
of,
okay.
yeah.
Because I did my issue with it is the CGI.
Yeah, the CGI
I've
is
seen
pretty bad.
some clips, and it was, yeah, it's like clearly that's a green screen right there.
Yeah,
They didn't do enough to like mask it or hide it or
it's not
anything.
very
So
good, is it?
yeah, because that would put me off if the story's good, but then the visuals are bad. I can't get into
I
it.
feel like the first 20 minutes is like, whoa, this is like some John Wick, very dark, very gritty, very serious. Like, whoa, it's pretty intense. But then it's like, okay, it's starting to get a bit MCU-y. But then it ends a bit
Oh
like
yeah,
good as well. It's like that middle part. It's like, okay, with the family dynamic, I'm like,
and it's a prequel as well.
yeah. They
It's
should have,
weird.
they should have released this before Endgame. Would have been better. But oh well, oh well. So next up on the ranking, why do I? Oh, that's your list. Werewolf by Night. I've not seen that. Is it good?
So Werewolf is my substitute for Fantastic Four.
Okay, fair enough. You haven't seen it. Wow, you don't like Fantastic Four like that.
It's
Damn.
it's boring, dude.
I really enjoyed
It's
it. I like the
it's
characters.
it's the Galactus thing. He only has like 3 scenes and that's it. And
Damn. Okay.
the film is what 2 hours or something. It's very long and just not a lot of Galactus, who's meant to be the main villain. And
Oh, that's so cool.
I think that's like a Marvel issue with the lack of villain screen time and presence.
Yeah.
Because that's why also I hated Captain America, the Red Hulk film or whatever. Who's the villain in that? You barely see him. Like he's like behind the scenes, like orchestrating stuff. But yeah, it just wasn't good. Fantastic Four. I didn't like the family dynamic. I didn't like the Human
Oh,
Torch
okay.
trying to decipher what the Silver Surfer was trying to say. I didn't like the Thing. No, I did like some of Ben's scenes. Ben was decent. I think
I might need to rewatch it then, just to like really like.
it's just more of the Galactus stuff that just let me down because I just wanted
Oh,
to see more of him because he was like the most interesting thing in that world,
okay. I
in that
guess
story.
for
But
me,
you just don't see him
I was
enough.
just watching it for the heroes, you know, just seeing what they were up to because I like these characters. It's not as good as the
It's
original one though.
it's the yeah, I agree with you on that one. But it's the day-to-day lives of the heroes and like trying to figure out how to stop Galactus. That's boring. I found that boring. I would rather see
Mm.
Galactus than them trying to figure out a way to stop Galactus.
Did
I
you
don't
see,
know.
did you see this in the cinemas?
No, no, no. I would
Okay.
have been disappointed if I did.
Maybe because of that, I probably liked it a lot more. Just watching it on a big screen with aircon, reclining chairs. Maybe, maybe watching these in the cinemas, increased my enjoyment of them.
Yeah, I mean, it would have worked for the Galactus scenes, but then like 90% of the film is just the heroes doing day-to-day stuff.
That is very true. Yeah, very true indeed.
So like the big screen really isn't needed.
Yeah, of course you like Loki season 1 and 2 way more than me. Way more than me.
Yeah.
Like,
I think it's the TVA aspect. Like the moment Loki is in the TVA and then he finds the Tesseract, right, is what he stole in Endgame. And then he's like, oh, wait a second. Why is there an Infinity Stone in here? Why is there multiple Infinity Stones here? What's going on? And then the guy's like, oh yeah, we just use these as paperweights. And then the moment he said that, I was hooked. I'm like, what is the TVA? What is this world? What? And then obviously the controversy happened with the actor who plays Kang, and they dropped Kang, and they're not doing the Kang storyline anymore. But I still think season 1 still holds up very well. And some of the TVA stuff is in Deadpool and Wolverine. And they do
yeah,
explain that.
they
It's like,
do explain it in that. Yeah, I do
so that's
remember.
pretty cool. And then Loki season 2 is just, it's like, how do you up the ridiculousness and they top it? That last episode is mental. Mental. Like Loki, or his character development in that final episode is insane. But you have to watch all of season 2 to fully understand it.
Yeah, I mean, I've watched the first 2 episodes of season 2 and I don't like it, but
That's fair. I
yeah.
think that my favorite episode is the
I know
finale.
the spoilers. I know he's like some god being, deity person overwatching the multiverse or something like that. It's something like that. I know he's some sort of thing. He becomes
It's
something.
my favorite part is before all of that,
Okay.
but it's in the same episode.
Oh, fair enough.
I was like, wow, Loki did all of this and this and this. Wow, this is amazing. But I don't want to spoil it,
To be
but
fair, you
it's a
can spoil
genre.
it. I don't think I'm going to watch it.
It's very Groundhog Day, the
Okay.
final episode,
Fair enough. Okay.
and it's sick. It's fun.
Fair
It's very
enough.
fun.
I've noticed you put Guardians 3 on B compared to my C rating. You like it a little bit more
Yeah,
than me. Yeah.
Guardians. James Gunn has not missed with Guardians films.
I think they're
It's
fine
very
movies.
fun, very
Yeah.
entertaining.
I just love
Like
that
this.
first one so much more. I don't know, like maybe 3 just didn't hit it for me as much.
Which is funny because I think the first one is the worst out of all of them.
Really?
I have a different
I
take.
have a
Yeah,
complete
I like
that
2 and
I
3
feel
much more.
so much differently. I think the first one's the best by far. And then it kind of gets worse and then a little bit better with 3.
I just don't like the villain in the first film. I think he's such a lame character.
Yeah, the
And then
villain
the way they
Ronan
beat
isn't
him.
that cool. I will say Kurt Russell's a much better villain in the second one. But for me it's just the humor. I think for me I can't get into these movies when it's just jokey joke.
The first one was jokey as well.
Yeah, but I kind of liked it. Like, I don't know, like I rewatched it. It is jokey, but they do have a lot of more grounded, gritty scenes that it doesn't go over the top. I think 2 and 3 go over the top to the point where I'm like, it's
I
insufferable.
think the comedy is worse than the first one.
Really?
Like, you got a scene where Chris Pratt has got his finger, and he shows Drax, well, when you get to finals, you could do this to him, and then he's like him like rolling his finger against his own throat, and then Drax is like, why would I put my finger on his throat? It's like, that's the type of comedy you're going to be getting. That's not that great.
Yeah.
Come on.
But I mean, I guess because it's the first time a Marvel movie was really funny like that it was like a nice change. But now they're doing it for every movie. It was like, okay, enough, you know. But I
I
get,
guess that's where
yeah,
MCU writing has come from. I think
I think so too.
because
Yeah,
because Guardians was so much of a success, they incorporated that type of writing in all of like almost every MCU
yeah.
project, I guess.
I mean, I still like the movie. C is a decent rating. It's like not good, not bad. It's there's still things to praise about Guardians
Yeah,
3.
yeah, yeah,
Like Rocket's story
yeah.
was so sad and tragic, and the villain of that film,
Exactly.
he was evil, and the way he went out, oh
Evil, dude.
gosh,
Evil. He's like,
yeah,
I created you. How do you know
yeah,
this if I don't know this? And I was the one that created
yeah.
you.
That
That's
was that
awesome.
was that was all
Awesome
good.
scene.
Yeah, that was all really good. And yeah, I will say, yeah, I do like Thor: Love and Thunder and Ant-Man a lot more than you do. You know, and
Painful.
they still have,
For Love and
yeah.
Thunder was painful. I
It
just could
was
not
the jokes were
watch it.
bad. They were bad, but I don't know. There was still some stuff I liked. Like I did like Christian Bale's villain. You know, I did like some of the scenery when they're traveling from like location to location. I did like that, and I think I don't know. It's not a good film, but I wouldn't say it was like awful. Like oh my gosh, I hate it. Like it's bargain bin. You know. It was just like okay, I was entertained, you know.
I think the way you see Guardians 3 about the jokey stuff, I think Love and Thunder does that to infinitum.
Yeah,
Like, there's
yeah.
way too much jokes. Way too much.
I do rank Guardians 3 a little bit higher than Love and Thunder, and I do agree with you there, you know. But I felt the same way about Ragnarok as well, you know. Where I'm like, ugh, the jokes just put me off it, you know.
Hmm.
Although Ragnarok was a better told story, it had a better plot. I just think if they deleted all the jokes, it would be like a 10 out of 10, you know, for Ragnarok. Like,
Yeah, yeah, I'd see it. Yeah, yeah. If it's like toned down a bit, like for free, I've got the name of it because it wasn't over the top jokey, but there was jokes in it. I think if it was in similar tone to that, it would be fine.
yeah, that's fair enough. But yeah, Shang-Chi is just one step below. Oh no, two steps below. I think I like Shang-Chi more than you do. And yeah, you
It's
have,
I love the
yeah,
first half. I
yeah,
love the first half of Shang-Chi. It's the second half where they go to that fantasy world. It lost me.
yeah.
It just lost me.
I need to rewatch that film. I don't remember all of that. I just remember a big fight in the end, and it was like an anime moment. So I might need to do a quick re-watch.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did like that bit, and of course I like Thunderbolt. Where did you put Thunderbolts? I can't see it. Oh, you put it at C.
C. I put it at C.
Okay, you don't like it as much as me.
I didn't like Sentry's the alter ego thing where he's evil, where he pretended to kill people but didn't actually kill people.
Interesting. Okay.
I wanted them to not play it safe and actually vaporize
Commit
people.
to
Like,
the.
oh, he's in an Omega
Yeah.
level threat here. This is dangerous.
I think that would have been like the darkest MCU film of all time if
That
he
would have
did
been
that.
so awesome. That would have been sick.
Because the
dude. And then,
scene where the little girl disappears, people were like, "Whoa!" in the cinema, and that would have been cool. But yeah, and of course I like Fantastic Four a lot more than you do. But again, I do prefer the 2005 movie more. I think that version had all the things that I like about the Fantastic Four. But I think this remake was better than the 2015 one. It did better things than that one.
yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah.
But yeah, and yeah, of course the top ones are Spider-Man. No surprise at all. I feel like as time goes on, I think the first half of No Way Home is not as strong as the second half, whereas Brand
Yeah.
New Day is consistently great throughout.
I think the reason for why No Way Home's first half isn't strong is because we know like we just want to like speed. Come on, let's speed up to the best part.
Yeah,
Let's get to the good stuff. Come on, let's speed it up. Let's speed it up.
and also it
Where,
kind of has that MCU-y vibe that Far From Home and Homecoming had that I wasn't a big fan of. It's like I'm a little kid in high school. It's like okay, come on, let's go to the real Peter Parker. Let's
But he is a
yeah
little kid in high school. He
yeah.
is.
I was like I wasn't I didn't mind it in the first movie, and even in the second film I stomached it, but in the third one I'm like okay. But I kind of get it. I get it. We need to. It's a continuation of Far From Home. We need to get there. And honestly, at least the second half was great. So, I'm happy that the second half was great and it saved the movie for me. And it made me like the first half a bit more. Not too much, but I was a bit more forgiving of the first half.
Is it fair to say it's the first half of the film? Because I don't remember. I think it's only like
Maybe
15 minutes,
first
right?
30 minutes, because it's like up until when Dr. Octopus comes into frame, and
Yeah.
he talks to Green Goblin in the jail cell. That's probably when the movie gets good. So maybe it's like the first 20 or 30 minutes.
Which is the bridge scene, right? Which
Yeah.
everyone looks like Peter's trying to like chase down that woman to get his application form sorted.
Yeah.
No, actually, it's before that. It's the Doctor Strange stuff where he does the spell. Then it gets interesting. He does the
Yeah.
spell. Peter interrupts the spell accidentally, and then that's when it gets interesting.
But it does have that cringy MCU humor when they're in, I don't know, like Peter, MJ, and Ned are like laughing, and it's like a really forced laugh. I don't know what they were laughing at, but
Wait,
it
when
was,
was that?
I don't know, it was when they captured Dr. Octavius, Green Goblin, and it was in this underground location thing, bunker.
Yeah.
There was like there was that one scene where they're all forced laughing, and it was so cringy. I was like, ah. But after that, like when they go into the apartment, that's when it really becomes a 10 out of 10 movie. That's when I'm like, okay, now we're watching real cinema right here. And maybe because of that, maybe that's why I rank No Way Home higher, because you appreciate that second half so much more now. It's like, you're getting your starter, then your main course, then your dessert. Essentially. I guess that's how I see it.
No, that's fair. Yeah,
That's kind of how I see it. But yeah, Brand New Day is going to make 2 billion by next week. Insane. Insane.
Where do you see Doomsday? Is Doomsday hitting the same level?
Oh yeah. Without a doubt.
I think so too, because I'm pulled back in. I'm excited.
Looking at the trailer views, like Doomsday, the first trailer already has way more views than the Spider-Man's first trailer, so I'm like, yeah, it's gonna make more. This movie
worried
is
for June 3. I will say that. June 3, I'm worried for.
I don't think it's gonna make, but it could be like a Spider-Man and Odyssey situation where they're both out around the same time, but they both make a lot of money.
I think it's different from Oppenheimer and Barbie, only because both of these films are going to be like 3 hours long, and it's going to be exhausting. And I don't think people are going to be watching both films back to back, as either choose one or the other, and then they might not go back to watch the other one for some time.
I think I'm gonna probably rewatch Doomsday just to see people's reactions, to big moments. I see myself doing that. Dune Part 3. I'm gonna rewatch that as well because it's Dune, But yeah, let's see what these movies are gonna be all about. Hopefully they're gonna be goated. But yeah, before all of that, this month we've got the Insidious movie coming out.
What movie? Sorry.
Insidious. Number
Insidious,
6,
right,
I
of
think.
course.
Yeah. That's coming out. And even the Coyote movie is coming out as well. It's like the live action.
Apparently, it's 100% on Rotten Tomatoes based on 7 reviews,
Yeah, people are liking it.
but I don't know how legit that seems because it's just 7. Who are these 7
Okay.
people that like this? Because I did not like the trailer.
Oh dear. It looks interesting. The premise is interesting, but I'm not too sure what the movie's going to be about. But I will be the judge of that and watch it once it comes out. But yeah, that is that. Awesome.
It's been a big podcast. How much was
Yeah.
that?
It's just gone
3
over 3
hours.
hours. Yeah. That was a long one. That was long. Longer than I thought it was going to be, if I'm being honest. But yeah, that is the podcast. So, what am I going to watch this week? So, Yu-Gi-Oh! Any recommendations for movies? Oh yeah, I forgot. I did actually play that what is it called? Resident Evil game on the Netflix app. Forgot about
Red
that.
Dead Redemption.
That's it. Yeah, I played like 20 minutes of it, and I was like, this is kind of fun. This is interesting. It's like the wild, wild west. I kind of wish more games did that. Just release them onto mobile phones. If they did that,
How was the? Because you're not playing locally, right? It's not like a physical disc, and you're not playing it on a console, right? You are streaming it online.
yeah.
How was the latency? How was the connection with it?
I mean, it was fine. It's just playing a game on a phone. It it
Oh, you played it on your phone.
Yeah, because
Oh,
yeah.
I see. Because you can play it from your TV as well.
Yeah, I just play it on my phone. It's more convenient that way
Okay.
because I can just move around. I kind of wish to do that for more of these big games. If they did that, I would be playing so many games because I prefer games that are portable. But I don't want to spend hundreds of pounds on any like console like those Nintendo things. What are they called? Nintendo, not DS,
Switch.
That's it. Damn, I'm behind on the times. Like I still remember the DS.
The Switch 2 is out. Switch 2 is in a
Switch
reasonable
2.
price point at the moment, but they are going to increase the price.
Is it like 120? Are we looking at that?
No, it's like 350,
no,
and then
no.
they're going to increase the price to 400.
No, why are they doing that? Like, why?
It's the I blame AI because these data centers use the same chipsets that are used in consoles, and because all of these billionaires are all hyped on AI, they're buying a lot of chips, microchips that are used for consoles. So there's not enough chips left in the market for these console manufacturers to make new consoles. So there's limited supply, and that's why they're raising the price, because they can't. It costs too much to buy the chips in the first place because of the supply and demand of it, and because there's not enough consoles out there in the first place.
Ah,
and they're just gonna
man.
lose money over it. So I blame AI is a huge factor in why everything is so expensive. And honestly, bro, I don't see consoles existing in 2030 because of just how expensive it costs.
Golly. Because, dude,
Yeah.
if it was like, if I'm looking at like 120 for a Switch console, then I would be like, you know what? Yeah, maybe I would buy it. I went to one of those, those phone shops in town, and I was seeing like, PS5s for sale, but they're like 500, 400, and I'm like, ugh, no, that's too much money. That's too much
And
money.
you know a crazier thing?
What's
is
that?
they're gonna raise the price on it again eventually.
Golly. And those were second-handed as well. Like, they weren't even brand new.
Yeah.
That's why I never really got into gaming. Just because I'm like, whenever I see the prices, I'm like, dude, I could buy so much food with that money. that could last me for months.
And also back then, consoles over time would get cheaper.
Yeah.
Now it's the exact opposite. Over time, it just gets it's expensive and expensive. So if you see something you like, just go for it and buy it now before they raise the price on it for the fourth time.
Oh, I'm not spending any more than 120.
No. But I'm just saying,
Yeah.
in general, if you in this day and age, if you see something you like and you're interested in it, just get it before they raise the price on it, because nothing will ever get cheaper again.
Yeah. I mean, these days I'm not really like obsessed with tech as much anymore. Like, I kind of have all the tech I need, but maybe there might be a time in the future where I do buy a new PC, and that's probably it. But apart from that, I'm just not like rushing to buy tech. But
PCs are expensive now as well
yeah,
because they use the same chips.
yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that as well. I mean, the PC I have is
So
fine,
again,
but
that's another thing. Like, if you
yeah,
want a PC and you're interested in it, just get it before they raise the price on it.
pretty much. Golly, sucks. Oh well, it is what it is.
Like, yes, every tech space is getting hit. Like, phones are getting hit, laptops are getting hit, computers are getting hit, consoles are getting hit. Everything is getting hit by AI, and
I
it's
suppose
not
I
good.
don't mind if like you know, if it's like a monthly membership contract thing, then I'm guess that's not too bad. I could probably afford that. That's a bit more, like £20 a month. That's not too bad, I
Oh, so you're
suppose.
talking about like a PayPal thing where, um, like, all paying installments is what it's
Yeah,
called,
like
like
that.
paying free or whatever. Like,
Maybe if it's
yeah,
like
I see
that,
it.
yeah, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is that. But yeah, that is pretty much the end of the podcast. I think we talked about all the big topics, you know, all the big ones.
Yeah. That's for
Awesome,
sure. Yeah, this
awesome.
is big work.
Big one. I do recommend watching The Odyssey if you see it.
Yeah, I did have plans, and then the heat wave just came out of nowhere, and I'm like, I just can't leave my house at the moment. It's just rough.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
So
It's pretty
rough.
rough. Pretty rough. But I mean, the aircon in the cinemas are nice, so it's
It's
not
just
too
getting
bad.
there as well because it's a long journey from my house and an Uber car, and
It is.
I'm not surviving that.
Yeah, the one in the city is close by, but it's awful. I hate that one. But yeah. But cool, dude. Next week, next same time.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Cool,
I'll
cool.
see you then, bro.
I'll see you then.